Well, speaking of pain, good evening. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Don't talk about my
everyone.
first anal experience like that.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Hi everyone, how's it going? Good evening, travelers and adventurers. Aztec just says wow.
Wow.
So this is how we're starting the session.
We are 1 minute in, and
That's
we
really
are,
how we're starting, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you're all lubed up and ready for the night, because we are gonna have a great time.
Oh my god.
It genuinely.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna hurt a little, but in the end of the day, we're gonna have fun.
Also,
it genuinely feels like every week that goes by, we become 1% more deranged.
Maybe.
I try to not. Like, I really try to not be, and I always end up being the person that starts it.
well, you know what it is maybe that we're just getting, we're almost at a year now, maybe we're just getting so comfortable in front of, like, the stream that we're just, like, the mask is slipping.
It is not, don't lie to me.
Well, no, I mean, like, since, like, we've started in general. Oh, Derek, you have a potion already.
Crimson, I just want to let you know that I remember everything you said during golf last night.
Can everybody say something?
And I will
about
have
you?
my vengeance.
No, I cannot.
Something about
Zach
women.
is a good friend of mine.
Oh!
For fuck's sake!
Potions.
There
Was
we
all
go.
that good?
Oh god.
Okay, so before I go downstairs
yeah.
and pour a potion, I just have a few things to throw out there. First of all, hello all of you lovelies, it's so happy to see you. Also, we had something happen while we weren't even live. Thank you to Roken for the one month sub. Thank you for subbing.
Hell yeah, Rogan.
Hello and welcome. You're also
Let
a
it be
first-time chatter, so
spoken
welcome.
That we are grateful, and I ain't joking.
Okay,
Winter,
well-
actually, I think you have
How-
2 potions.
What do you
Just-
no,
Right,
no,
we
I don't.
saved
Yeah,
some,
didn't
we
you have
saved some for
Save the one
Strahd,
from
remember?
last session that Oni T, I think, gave
Man, I
you.
did that yesterday during
Yeah.
community night.
Oh, did you burn
you
it?
did.
Tonight?
Yeah.
How does
I wasn't
everybody
there,
feel
so
if
I don't know.
I like lovelies, but what if I specifically just call you all stinkers or stinkies? Is that fine? You okay with that?
Yeah,
I
guess.
think I'll come to terms with that.
No, not y'all.
No,
well,
Mariah's referring to our lovelies, or
Can I
calling
call-
them stinkies.
can I call y'all stinkies?
Gruda says they are not stinky, so...
I believe you.
Riffles.
I
stand
imagine
by
I
them.
always as I lie awake at 3
Can I call
a.m.
y'all
in the morning,
Pookie?
thinking about what each of you smells like, I always thought that Gruta would have like a sandalwood scent going on.
That's a
Sandal.
nice smell. That's a really nice smell.
Wasn't.
That's pleasant. So go back to that first thing you said.
What was
me?
that?
Yeah, you said you imagine how we all smell.
Oh, but I didn't say that. You sound insane.
You sound insane right now.
Because we have it on video.
I'm not a wizard.
It's literally gonna be in the VOD.
Derek
Anyway-
smells like whatever incense that he has, like, or whatever candle he has going on in his room.
I
back
have
there.
a signature cologne I use, and it smells like a blood trail.
Oh,
That's
I
not
don't
what it
know if
smells
I've
like.
ever smelled it
Oh,
or like
I-
noticed it.
I
I'm
was
kidding. It
muted,
doesn't
I
smell like
said
that. Can you
bird shit.
imagine? Bird shit!
Mine
that's
smells
Maya's
like bird
fault.
shit.
You don't smell like bird shit, but you do smell a little rancid. I gotta be real, guys.
Derek
It's a little
just
rancid.
smells stinky because Derek showers twice per year, and he stands by that.
I only shower twice per year because I live in an apartment with you and can't have you being comfortable.
What is that statement? Okay, real fast. I mentioned it in the server
What's
between
up?
everyone, but I have people over, so I might be muted a lot more this session.
Oh, that's okay.
Kick them out.
Here are my
Yeah,
headcanons
kick them
about
out.
everyone's.
My door is locked, and that is the only defense I have.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Bar
say
the
my
gates.
headcanons about everyone's character scent.
Okay.
Ark smells vaguely of moss and a slight undertone of death. Lucia got a lavender thing going on. Faerun smells like pine and birchwood. Lobrin smells like coral blue number 2. And then Twyla smells like coffee and verbena.
Lobrin's body
I'll take
spray.
that.
What is that quote? The coral blue number 2. What is that from? 'Cause
It's
I already-
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coral blue lipstick. Actually,
Oh, it's a
Actually,
lipstick!
It's a
Okay.
lipstick. But it's still
Smell
really
like-
funny.
You smell
Shit,
like,
I gotta
don't
go
know,
get a
like-
potion. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me
let's
too.
be honest,
It smells like
Lobrin-
Axe body spray. Let's be for real.
Or beer. Or beer.
Or beer. Or both.
Yeah,
Or
I
both.
said Axe body spray.
Axe body beer.
Axe body.
The newest
like
innovation from
It-
Axe. You just pour it over your head every morning.
See, I was
Tinker,
imagining
you smell
something where-
like when you open a fresh stack of paper, and it's like
Number 2 pencil.
and you just flip all the pages like printer paper.
Oh,
You smell like
Practical
fresh
smell.
printer paper, like warm, fresh printer paper. I don't know why I love that smell
wait, so
and
you're
feel.
saying you want to spread paper?
Maybe.
Why are you opening it and it's warm? Usually it's warm because it's been in like a machine.
Oh, wait, why is it warm? Why is your paper warm?
What have you done
Wait,
to the paper?
You said you open it and it's warm.
Or like
Look-
I take it, like when I take it off
Wait.
the printer, it's warm, and you just
No,
like, press it
it's
against.
too
your-
late. It's too late for that.
Not our work printer, not our old ass work printer.
Fucking- I smell like new Magic the Gathering cards.
Ooh.
New card smell.
I used to be way too into buying new Magic the Gathering cards.
I never played
I'm back.
physical Magic. I've only done Tabletop Simulator or Arena, so I didn't thankfully waste that much money.
I have like several milk
Played.
crates worth of Magic the Gathering cards.
You do have a lot of magic cards.
And I
Why?
keep, because I used to buy them regularly. Me and my friends would just go to the store and just straight up buy like a case of booster boxes and then go through them all.
Well, how about that?
And it was fun.
Day we learn.
Alright, I'm gonna take this potion and then... okay, well, before I take this...
Why
For-
are you drinking a potion? We literally.
Oh, because group potions got redeemed.
You literally just said my tummy hurt from last.
Yeah, so that's the thing I wanted to mention just real quick. To all of our lovelies, I will take this one, and I'm probably good for one more after that, but I gotta take it easy on potions tonight, because for the first time in my life, I woke up at 3 a.m. with like an actual hangover.
That's so raw, though.
From yesterday.
That's kind of fun.
I've
Yeah.
never had a hangover before, at least
Oh,
like
yeah,
not
I
a bad
took it
one.
I took it last second, though. What are you gonna
That's
do about
that's
it?
because you never drink water.
I drink
So
water.
Everyone redirect
Not
their
enough.
potions to the
I
DM.
tell you this.
I did drink water.
Anyway,
You
Wow,
don't drink
Bruno.
enough though.
I
know.
did.
I've been telling her this for a very long time. Also, I have done more homework for what I believe will be this session than I have for any other particular session for any campaign I've ever run, and I'm still deathly nervous. So I can't be too drunk running it because there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of moving parts here.
So are you guys
Just
ready
enable
to
the drink
completely
redeem.
derail the campaign and not do what Derek prepared for?
Jesus
probably.
Christ, dude! I'm gonna be so mad. But anyway, let me take this drink.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
I have to go find my alcohol. You inspo while I'm gone.
Ugh.
Oh. Right, it's
All right.
I gotta grab water.
Allow me to. Ooh,
Gruta.
I'm okay.
I'll
Gruta,
have
who's
my
taking the
revenge-
potion?
I'll have
Bruno!
my revenge soon as soon as I pay my bills.
Gruta, who's doing it?
Gruta?
I'm not drinking. I was abstaining from this entirely.
Oh, I can't. drink.
That fireball fucked me up.
What to do with it? Oh no.
Give
Gruta's
it to
out for
Ark.
blood.
Give it to Ark.
Give it to Ark, Gruta, please. Or Lobrin. Ark or Lobrin.
You
No!
motherfucker! Someone time those out.
I thought they were.
Why haven't you
I thought
timed
they
those?
had time limits, dude. What the
They
They
have
did.
they
They
have
have
time
time
limits.
Jesus Christ,
It's also
dude.
been
Oh my
12
God.
minutes
Also
since we
add
started
like a
streaming.
limit.
Oh my God, we gotta make that shit like fucking.
Oni T, I did. I did
Oh
it
my
yesterday during our community night. That's how I started the night with.
All right, here we go.
Lobrin has
Oh,
to pick two.
Lobrin. Okay, so Gruta picked Lobrin, and then Aztec
Why?
redeemed group potions
Why, Gruta, why?
Ugh.
with a little
Okay.
angry 3 face.
All right, I implore you. I ask nicely.
I'm
Now
like
that
that
I am
angry cat.
4 drinks into the night, I need people to calm it down with the freaking potion redeems.
Oh,
Let's
someone
start
redeemed
with
group
the recap.
potions?
Yeah, Aztec did.
Thank you, Aztec.
Thank you, Aztec. Thank you, Gruta.
Keep the
Yeah.
group
Andy's
potions
like,
coming.
yes.
I just chugged a
Oh,
bunch of
oh
wine for
my
the other
lord.
one, so.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I have 3 actually, because I have the other group. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
thank you
take
for the
a
hydrate, Cypri.
bottle.
Oh my
Thank
God,
Thank you
I
for
have a
two
big
hydrates.
swig
Jesus
out of
Christ.
the bottle. Out of the
2
bottle.
hydrates.
Boy,
nice.
I the bottle.
Yep.
What happened to the bottle, Ali?
I didn't like that one.
Dude, that game. Never again.
That's a reference that you will need a full-on archaeologist.
If anyone
to understand.
ever understands that watches this
If
fucking
anyone
gold
knows
star.
that reference, it involves a Flash game Derek and I played many, many moons ago. It
I
was-
miss
we-
Flash games.
We sorted by
too.
worst Flash games on Congregate and found this game. And it was really, really bad. But
Yeah,
we read
about as
that.
bad as it could possibly be. I understood that. How can
No,
that be?
No,
How can
what,
that be? No,
what
I don't-
happened to the
Oh my god, Onity, do you get it?
No, what is it from? What is it from? I want to see if they actually know it.
That's gonna be
Oh,
What
so
is that
fucking.
reference?
That's
Don't put
gonna
them
be
on the spot
crazy.
like that. It's bad enough that they had to play the game.
I've never met a single other person that knows that.
So
Just
what
stares
happened?
at the
It's a
camera.
recap.
Yeah,
Oh,
so how about.
right. So let me tell you all about inspiration. It's a beautiful thing. It is a good thing, and it is a based thing. And let me tell you this much: last week, it was our very own Twyla who got player inspiration, and well deserved. Really putting the moves out there with that new character of yours.
Thank
Remembering
you.
your spells, throwing your sword about to and fro. And then community inspiration went about, and though we had a lot of people voting for the werewolves,
Yeah, that was funny
I-
as fuck.
the person who actually won was our very own. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm being told that we have a tie
Yeah, there's a tie, but it doesn't count.
between Twyla and Lucia,
That's
and
why it
so
doesn't
therefore
count.
it has to go to Lucia because.
Why do I keep winning these?
Well, you did almost have your face torn off, so I think you were in
That is-
Almost.
is
Look
fair.
at my face. I posted an artwork, Winnie.
Artwork?
Frankly, like if that's the only scar you had, you got out.
To be
pretty-
fair, it
pretty
looked
light.
worse before they healed it.
That is
right.
true.
Actually, if y'all haven't seen,
You
Lucia has a
can
new
see,
look.
You can see jawbone a little before it was healed.
Let me
Probably.
find it.
Oh goodness.
The new look for Lucia, just a little different.
She
There it
gets
is,
any more
posted in the
fucked up
Discord
by changing
server.
Her expression.
Oh,
Also,
little
her clothes-
scars.
Yep. There she is.
She's got some slashes across her face. Across her face.
I would genuinely love
Are we
to
gonna
run-
discuss how you got chomped by a werewolf?
I think we'll tackle that when we tackle that.
Yeah,
Did
we're
you
just gonna.
succeed that save?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't think
No,
so.
she.
I have no
Lucia
fucking clue.
did not succeed the con save.
Oh
we
boy.
got to discuss this in character.
Yeah, let's get the ball
Anyway,
rolling.
let's get a wonderful, awesome, amazing recap. Spoken in perfect iambic pentameter by Lobrin.
Oh, I was hoping it was in
That was not
three-quarter
a real
time.
sentence.
Yeah.
Things. So
Let's
I
get the
wanted
ambiance.
to be spoken in that manner, and secondly,
Don't
it's
forget to say it with your chest.
it's not gonna be perfect. Respect, it's gonna probably be pretty mid. But here you
Could be
go.
art for
I'll
20
take
seconds, and
Thank you for
everyone's
the
already
hydrate
saying
sip,
that
Thank you,
where
thank
mommy
you.
would be at.
Thanks for the water.
Oh boy, I'm gonna need that.
I need it after today because
You know what?
you see.
You know what, guys?
Okay.
Why don't you just? I'm gonna give you another one.
No, we're not doing.
No. I'm gonna
Oh.
give you an. Just
Thank
take
you.
two. Don't
Thank
take
you.
one. Take
Oh,
two.
another one.
I'm gonna give another group shot in a moment here. I'm 100 gold away.
Get
What
the
am I-
fucking recap going, Lobrin.
What if I
Hell
attacked
yeah.
you, huh? What if I attacked you with deadly force? What about that, huh?
It's been
Heating
20 minutes.
some
My stomach
fire.
hurts. Thank you for the posture check.
The party regrouped outside as Lobrin spoke with Irina on the riverbanks. She
Come
said,
on, Lobrin, with your chest.
With your chesticles.
"I'll wait."
like a fucking disappointed teacher.
It's never loud enough.
Do you
Um,
want to come up here and teach the class?
I will. I'll read the
Three,
recap, but I don't think he's good at the
one.
job.
My turn.
Oh my god.
Oh
Remember
my
that?
god. I-
Yeah,
Eric knows that one.
yeah, that
just
brings
got
back very specific
flashbacks.
memories.
Or when they stand up there and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, am I interrupting you?"
No.
I've said yes
God.
before.
So when I'm in the middle of my sentence, you don't want to start yours.
Oh God.
Okay, let
They were
everyone
training
take
us-
us too many
It's been over 10 years since I've been in like high school like that. Now it's bringing flashbacks.
I love I'll wait because there was one time I was talking to this girl and she went, "Oh, okay, cool," and then she kept talking to me anyway, and I was like,
That's some fucking balls.
So then, here's what also happened. So she said she was feeling uneasy about things since it sounded like they needed to stand against Strahd, but she was just trying to escape him. Lobren then expressed that in order to escape Strahd, they might need to defeat him. She responded by saying she was not an adventurer like them and felt sheltered, but she assured him that she would see things through with the rest of them. Little typo correction there. As Lobren turned back toward the fire, Bruno offered him some wine, which Lobren oddly declined. See, what were we talking about? That song? Somebody drop it.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Anyway, stating he had to keep his wits about him tonight. The rest of the party had begun to discuss the fortune reading, questioning whether and where they may end up going, with Faerun leading the discussion. Ark and Lobren were dismissive of the reading, but Twyla managed to recall the location of the werewolves out west, the same direction the party was going toward Vallaki. She also recalled that the carnival wagon was allegedly heading there. The party then caught her up to speed on the events that transpired, culminating with Lobren directly mentioning what happened to Mira after Faerun tried a more indirect and gentle approach. This recollection of events and Lobren's bluntness caused Lucia to walk off and begin practicing with Mira's bow. Ultimately, the party agreed to continue on their course, and to keep an eye out for what was mentioned by Madame Ava. Now, you might think, that's it, that's the recap. No, we got more. Afterwards, Earl briefly chatted with Lucia, apologizing for her loss and the circumstances while offering her a wine that she did not drink. Meanwhile, everyone excluding Lobren, Lucia, and Irina engaged in the revelry of the night, either drinking, dancing, or chatting, or all three. Lobren approached Lucia and attempted to apologize for his crassness, as she explained how the last few days had impacted her before he ultimately left after being greeted with silence. In the morning, Ark gave Madame Ava a trinket of the god of travelers and wanderers as the party resumed their course, bidding the Vistani farewell for now. As they headed further down the path, they ended up near a cliffside with a waterfall cascading down and were met by two hunters. After a brief conversation, the hunters informed the party that their luck had run out as they transformed. The party then engaged in combat with the creatures. After having minimal success, the party began to find their footing, with Faerun casting Moonbeam while Twilight and Ark landed blows on one. Lucia and Lobren kept the other occupied with their own attacks. As the werewolves became battered, they fled into the woods, with the party pursuing them as Twyla lifted one of the running werewolves into a rock and snapped its spine, rather brutally, before Faerun and Twyla rushed through, attempting to catch the remaining creature, but unfortunately he escaped into the night.
He wouldn't have escaped if it was Aurora chasing him.
Aurora can haul ass.
That was where we left off.
She can.
Alright. Very nice. Thank you, Zach.
Wonderful.
You were Strahd.
Was that you or Strahd?
Does Strahd still have inspiration?
Like,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
he
know,
lost it.
Well, he hasn't had a chance to use it yet, so.
No, you
Could
lose
do
it if you
that.
don't use it that episode. That's how the DM said we set it up this campaign. You have to
One of
use it
Strahd's new
that episode.
legendary effects is that he gets to carry as many points of inspiration as he wants. For as
That
long
does
as he
not
wants.
exist. That is something that we made up.
You know, I think that I deserve player inspiration.
No, you're not a fucking player.
Listen, Derek. Strahd lost his inspiration last session.
Strahd never had it. That
If
was
you
true.
say so.
Oh, you know
It
what
was
I should do?
intentionally-
What's
No, I
that?
should
He's got
put it on
enough.
Tailspire.
Oh yeah, if anyone's not in Tailspire, get your asses in Tailspire.
That would
I'm not in there either. I was.
But
Yeah, I see
like
that.
I
Dude,
like how for Winnie
okay.
it just says owl as your.
I know, it doesn't even say dollop, it just says owl.
30 minutes into the session, you're not even in Tailspire. What is this, amateur hour?
So
Yes.
You could say it. Tail
Fellas.
expired.
Oh,
what would I need
God.
to roll to know how werewolf lycanthropy, that's the word I'm looking for, is contracted, and if Lucia
Werewolf. Burn.
has potentially been transferred the stuff.
Yeah. Same
Do
here.
you want us to like call the doctor, Ark, or do you smell burnt toast? Is everything all right?
Can I do a nature check on Lucia?
You want to try that one again?
Rewind.
Yeah, have you ever had a dream when
Have you ever had a thing where like it's like the Windows powering down sound in your brain?
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, I wanted
Thank you for the
to roll to
hydrates, Sippy.
see if
2
Lucia
hydrates.
could have.
Y'all
Three!
should right now.
Yeah, I said, can I roll nature or arcana or something?
Well, Ark asked first, technically, so.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah,
Well,
Ark, that's what Ark was trying to ask.
He was trying to articulate, but it was not.
Okay. All right. For any of you that have a mind or a concern for the matter, you may roll nature or arcana, I suppose.
I touched
To
myself.
see what you can glean about what you know about the implications of a werewolf bite and the quote unquote sickness associated.
Given where I hail from, I'll give it a try. Oh, not good. Oops.
I only got a 14 with my guidance.
I also got a 14.
With a 14, you rolled a 9.
Yeah, plus
Plus
I have a
4?
plus 2. Plus 2 to no. Well, yeah, I rolled a 9, but then I get a plus 2.
No, you rolled a 7 plus 2.
Is 9. Oh, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got a 13.
What?
Is everyone okay?
I got a 9,
No,
and
we're
then
not
I
doing
rolled a
well
D4,
tonight.
and then I got a 4. So 9 plus 4 is 13.
Yeah. I'm not gonna roll for the lycanthropy because I don't know if Lobrin as a character would understand that.
People have said it like 3 different ways.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy and werewolfism.
I'd like to check for a lycanthropy.
Let's check
I-
for
that's-
laryngitis.
Lycanthrobbing.
Lycanthrobbing.
Okay, so
Well, no, but can I was just gonna say, can I roll a medicine check to see what this wound looks like now that it's kind of been restored slightly?
sure. And as you're doing that, I will tell those of you who rolled above a 10 what you know about this
That
particular
is not me.
affliction. You know that werewolves roughly can pass on their ailment, their sickness, whatever it is. You don't know if it's magical or if it's based on some sort of pathogen, but you know that they pass it on through biting. And this one has been bit. You don't know when it'll happen. You don't know what the implications are. You don't know how it'll happen, but you know that's how it spreads.
So we know it's going to happen.
Assumably.
Assumably so. Okay.
Presumably.
Wait, Lucia, I healed you. Like, we healed you good hit points. You're back up.
Yeah, I'm back up. She's just on the floor, so you just give her a minute.
Just needs a
breathing.
second to reorientate
Okay.
themselves.
Zach, with a 15 medicine, you're able to glean that these healing magics are quite the boon, because it looked as though, had the werewolf continued on its machinations, this one would not have much of a face left. That said, not only can you still recognize her, but she has only a meager scar to show for it along the jaw. The deep-ridged, it's a deep-ridged scar, for that matter, a claw-mark scar, but considering you were right next to the werewolf as it was going ham on your friend here, it's very little to show for the ferocity of the attack.
This is very happy music for...
Oh, yeah. Let me change that real quick. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Derek's having the time of his life right now. We're just not.
The werewolf almost tore off her face!
Derek's like, this is my favorite part.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
So I guess having healed her, Faerin's gonna get down on her knees in front of her and just
Alright.
go, huh?
Nothing.
It took me a second, because I'm not thinking impurely right now. Oh my god, I'm trying to be
Fucking
normal.
Slam.
You know, I appreciate that we just cannot take D&D seriously to save our lives.
I'm trying to be so normal. Every day I tell myself I have got to get more normaler. And you know what? I was normal in this moment and you guys weren't.
Get down on it.
Get down on it.
Get down on it. That's a good song. Anyway, and she's just gonna be like, are you okay?
Kind of like gets up and like just cracks her neck a little, and then like feels the scar on the side of her face. No, I don't think so. But I'm alive.
If it's any consolation, I think you look pretty badass with those scars.
I don't think now is the appropriate time to discuss that.
Yeah,
She's gonna like
probably
get up.
not.
Good talk.
She is like holding it together, like trying to hold it. She's not trying to lose it right now.
Twyla's gonna rush over, like holding her arm out for Dollop to then fly back to her and like land on.
It takes Dollop a second to come out of the tree and fly onto your arm, but as he does so, you can tell that he's got a little birdie tremble going on.
Oh.
He saw those werewolves and went, "Oh hell no!"
I'm out of here!
I'll run up and go, is everyone alright?
Alive? Sure. All right. I don't know. I missed the sound. What was it?
that?
Yeah, what happened?
That was the lesser known sixth member of the party. A dog with a voice.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I was
start hearing
wondering
that
who
from the
heard it
woods.
because I was trying to think about it.
How does everyone respond to Twyla's inquiry?
I said, alive? Yes. All right. Not so sure about that one.
Well, alive is better than not, at least. Right, Dollop?
Hey,
Derek's out.
they couldn't even land a scratch on me, but they did seem to injure Lucia pretty badly.
At this point, Irina's going to come up with the three retainers, and
Thank God they're okay.
yeah, and Irina.
Oh yeah, thank God they're okay.
Irina's going to sheath her sword that got a little bit of use for its first time, and she's going to say, "That was some bravery, all of you. I'm very impressed." And Rolf kind of has his chin held high a little bit. He looks proud by proxy almost, and he says, "Yes, it is. It is only to be expected from our company. We are the most of able-bodied people."
Thanks,
Yes.
Ralph.
Honestly,
Quite adventurous.
I was like initially like a little turned on when they turned into werewolves, but then things got pretty serious. And
Are you
when they
saying
hurt
that in
Lucia, yes, and then when they hurt
Lucia's just
Lucia,
death
I
staring
was
you.
a whole lot less turned on, and then I was just really angry. And then when they ran away like cowards, I was even angrier because I couldn't even catch the last one. And
That is a problem.
and what about their friend, their lady friend, who was just waiting up ahead? Do we have another werewolf that we have to fight within 5 minutes?
Well, that was a lot of information. I do believe that one running off will be a problem. And as she says with like a little nod.
Yeah.
Actually,
Thank you for
can
your
I
knowledge,
go-
Bucket.
Can I go search the body of the one that I killed?
You may.
He's probably gonna go run off and tell his frickin' pack, and then we're all gonna die.
Can I also go to the body of the
Well,
one
not
that
if
was
we're out of
slaughtered?
here.
DM,
You certainly may, both of you.
I go
Oh.
over to it with Twyla.
Okay. It has transformed in its death back to its stocky, shorter
Not
human
hot
form.
Not hot
Yeah,
for
not attractive, not interested.
And it has some fur pelts on it, some raggedy ass clothes, and not much else.
For a raggedy ass bitch.
Oh,
Damn.
up.
Yeah,
Oh.
These are definitely some woodlands people that
Oh
get
boy,
by on
people are
very
here.
little.
Oh, we have to mute.
Oh no.
Damn it! I was hoping to take its head as a sort of trophy.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
you technically can. It just, will be a person's head.
Oh yes, yes. Let me walk around every tavern and parlor hall in all of the land and say, "You see this man's head? This was a werewolf." Yeah, who's gonna believe that?
Well, I'm sure you'd garner at least some reactions. Whether they're
Lobert
good
is
or not is a
entering,
different question, but
Lobern's entering his Hannibal Lecter era.
yeah, kinda.
Lobern's just gonna stay while Twilight does her thing, but he's not really interested anymore.
I'm gonna leave the body because there's nothing of interest.
I'll take the pelts.
We should probably burn the body. It'll
Yeah,
attract
I'd say we
other
burn the
things.
body, and honestly, we need some type of rest because I am burnt out after that fight, you guys.
I
What
guess
is-
it... Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just
Oh,
gonna
I didn't
say-
have anything else.
I was gonna just make a goofy remark. I was gonna say, what is with you all and burning bodies? It seems like a recurring theme among this group of people.
Well,
I
bodies
think-
left out can draw predators or other unwanted things, and it's also a sign of respect for the dead.
I'm gonna throw out that at this point, my blade song definitely would have ended by now, so that little, like, humming around me would have gone away, and that little aura, and I would have dropped my fucking mirror image by now.
Twi'lek stops vibrating.
I stopped
He
vibrating.
goes from to
Twilight goes.
Actually, whenever I use my blade song, it's just the sound of, like, a microwave starting up.
I was thinking more like a wand, but okay.
Oh!
In response to Ark, Lobrin's just gonna say.
That's just.
Yeah, that's what Lobrin's gonna say. He's gonna go. He's just gonna open his mouth and go. He just says this instead. He goes, well, if you want to stay away from predators, maybe you shouldn't start a massive fire around a body. That sounds like a good way to lure people to your location, does it not?
Well, we can burn the body.
Just burn the body. I'm just saying it's too strange, it's all.
It's a sign of respect as well for the dead. Unless you want to spend
Did you
45
want...
minutes to an hour digging a hole to bury them in.
This man just tried to kill us. What kind of respect are we paying them?
All dead deserve respect.
Well, I
As
think
much as we can give them anyway.
I don't know about that one, Ark. That's in character.
I don't know.
You're not cooking today, Chief.
I don't know about that. I was gonna say I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know about that one.
Ark. Why the fuck did you guys do potions?
We could
Guys,
just... Oh my god.
this is supposed to be a really...
You don't need to look so pale.
What is going on?
Oh, no.
We could leave his body here as sort of like a warning to any other werewolves, you know, that might pass by. Like, hey, we got your guy. Don't fuck with us. I don't know.
Should we stake it to a tree, maybe, so they could see it?
Yeah, like something like, you know, menacing.
You're
to
all
show...
a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
I know.
You know what? I have some rope. Maybe we could maybe we could hang it. Maybe.
We are not.
Yeah, well,
being
Farron's
werewolves.
chaotic or chaotic neutral, so.
Maybe if we just crucify him on the road.
We could crucify it.
The end of
Cut
the
each
day,
of his
note that
body
everyone's
parts
gonna
off and
have to
arrange them in a unique pattern.
at the end of the day, he's just a man, as he was before he was cursed with this. I would like to respect what he was, at least.
A bandit.
Brigand of sorts.
A ruffian, even.
Fog.
A ne'er-do-well.
Like, part of this is funny, the other half is a really interesting character dilemma.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
supposed to be a really fucking serious and dark campaign, and we're just fucking cracking jokes every 2
We need
minutes.
to laugh before the pain.
Gotta laugh.
starts.
Also, there's a question for Farron in the chat. Paper asked, does Farron know Mage Hand?
Farron does not know Mage Hand, but Farron does know Druidcraft.
What the? I don't think it has anything to do with that question.
Well, Druidcraft is cool.
I don't know.
You can make a
I just
hand
thought
out
of
of
something. I was like,
vines,
what's something cool I have? I got that.
I like Druidcraft. That's a fun character.
Who the fuck do you
That's
think
really
I have so
fun.
many flower crowns all the time?
I wanna ask Ark a question while we have this sidebar.
Does Twyla have Mage Hand?
I'm gonna just say
No.
no. Where is it that you hail from, Ark? That you are so revered toward the dead and believe they all deserve such respect, as you put it.
Okay, I get disagreeing with him, but you don't gotta like condescend his like lifestyle.
I'm just asking where he's from. Like, what land is like
Okay,
this?
the way it came off.
Well, that's low.
That is Lobert. I think we killed Andrew. Hold on.
Just
It's just laughing.
he's laughing.
This is our perhaps our best performance yet, guys.
What?
We're in top form tonight.
This is what.
Well,
Oh
I'm
shit,
I'm gonna
Zach!
fucking kill you!
Zach!
originally I was from.
The alcohol will.
Druidcraft, it could help if there's vines.
Trying to answer this man's question.
Sorry, I'm answering. I was talking to Paper. Let's talk on my front paper.
Well, originally I was from the area surrounding Alusk, but that was many years ago.
Well, I guess they do things different there.
That's rather far, actually. What brings you all the way here?
Yes,
You
I
know.
also know the geography of the world.
Yes, I know places.
I know that there's a distance to be traveled. Well, after you live for so long, you just kind of tend to get around.
Hmm. I suppose that's true. How old are you, Ark?
I've
Uh,
tried that already, Twyla.
That's a
Twyla!
bit of a difficult question to answer. Um,
How is that a difficult question to answer?
Well, maybe he just lost count.
eh,
Maybe he should start counting again, or at least have some sort of guess. Why don't you take that helmet off and we can tell you how old you are, maybe? Or at least give a range. I'm sorry, it just strikes me as a little odd, is all.
Elizabeth
Well-
is going to, at this point, sidle up next to you, Lobrin, and kind of elbow you a little bit, and then show this parchment that she's been writing on. And on it just says "rude," and that's it.
Well, Lobred, never judge a book by its cover, after all.
And
I-
don't make our friend uncomfortable.
Not all
Don't
is what
make
they say.
demands of him like
Well,
that.
I
My-
feel a little uncomfortable right now.
my best guess, I would have to say a few hundred years.
Oh my goodness.
That's quite old.
What are
an
you,
elf
some
under
sort
there?
of elf? Yeah.
No, I'm definitely not an elf.
Called to be a dwarf, I think.
Ark's gonna chuckle a little bit at that and say, anyway, we should probably get going. It's not best to loiter in these woods, it seems.
Lucia,
Hmm?
though your wounds have closed, and though you are pretty much healed, there is something like a burning heat poking into your shoulder where the fangs of the werewolf sunk in. Skin's
gonna,
long
like-
since closed over.
She's gonna like unbutton her like thing and like move her shoulder to
Oh
look at it and
my.
just look at the giant bite mark. Oh. Would you look
It's
at that?
healed. It feels distinctly. It feels beneath
There's
the
a
surface.
tiny scar as well there.
Right.
You
Yes.
can't see it
yeah.
'cause the art's not there.
Is everything okay, Lucia? You seem
What's
troubled.
wrong?
Just looking at, just seeing how many new things are on my body.
Oh yeah, hon.
Anything we should be concerned about?
I mean, this is something to be concerned about. She like lean to show her shoulder.
Hmm.
Would we have to roll to know?
Or can we use
Well,
the
we kind of
rolls we
already
made earlier?
did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You guys did the medicine rolls, and I'm just gonna say, well, you guys did the actually check for the werewolf thing, but I just did a medicine roll, so I'm just gonna say, yes, it looks like a very nasty wound, dude.
Uh,
That might hurt
there
for a
is-
couple days.
Lucia, don't panic.
Oh, I am completely. This is the
But-
calmest I've been ever.
Yeah, no, I can totally see that. But from what I've heard and read in my studies, the condition of lycanthropy is often transmitted through the bite of a werewolf. And those look like bite marks to me.
Ark is nodding along at this.
Oh yeah, totally bite marks because it took a bite out of my fucking shoulder.
It did. I saw it. I saw it.
Thank
do
you,
you
Ruben.
feel any different? Do you feel the same, different? Like, I mean, obviously you're
I
gonna
mean,
feel different.
I haven't felt the same since we fucking set foot in this place. If I'm being completely honest.
That, yeah, but do you, after the bite, even now, does it feel strange? Do you?
Do I feel any different?
You're asking me, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're asking God. Please help.
The clouds part, light shines down upon you, Lucia, and in your head you hear, "My child, you feel the heat in your shoulder from the bite, but that's all. You feel fine."
Okay.
Wow. Oh. Okay.
It burns.
Is that the bite of 87?
No.
Oh,
What year is it?
86. Sorry, just missed
No,
it.
Damn.
there we go. 83.
Well, let's
Uh,
hope that
It
nothing
burns,
comes of it.
but I think that's just normal.
I mean, that sounds like a normal response for such a serious wound. Maybe it'll be okay.
Let's hope so.
DM, just for group loot's sake as well. What were the pelts that hunter had on them that we grabbed?
There were
The
there
werewolf
were
pelt?
a series of 3 pelts. One of them was a wolf pelt, one of them was a rabbit pelt, and one of them was an otter pelt.
Otter.
Oh, actually, I have a group loot question as well.
Yes.
Just because we never actually wrote it in group loot, all it says is spellbook and in parentheses various first and second level spells. What exactly were the spells again?
There were so many I couldn't type it
I'll,
fast.
I'll write it down in group loot over break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Seeing you
Hi,
going through that house,
Quinton!
actually,
Question.
seeing you going through group loot, Ark is gonna say, actually, we found this in one of our past encounters, looking to your character, Winter, and so far none of us have really been able to use it. Perhaps it would be best if we left this with you. And he's going to hand over the spell book.
Twyla, or not Twyla, Farron's gonna perk up and say, "Oh my God, Twyla, that would be perfect for you.
Oh, well,
It's
what's...
got spells in it."
Oh, really? And she's gonna quickly crack it
Mhm.
open and, like, thumb through it really quick and take a peek. And she's gonna
Oh,
show it to
yes,
Dollop
spells
as well so he
indeed.
can look at it.
She's
Dolph's
gonna
gonna
lean.
s-
Farron will lean to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Dot's gonna squint his eyes and kind of lean in a little bit in between trembling, kind of like nose through it a little bit with his beak, and he's gonna look up to Twilight as if to say, mediocre.
Dollop, what did I just say about judging a book by its cover? Well, I suppose these are its pages. However, this is important information, Dollop, and we must study. And I'm gonna give him, like, a little firm nod.
He gives you a little bit of an irate.
He was
I
never
don't
much
want
for
to study.
light reading. And I'll close the book and I'll tuck it away and I'll go, well, thank you so much for this. I'd love to give this a look over whenever we have a minute to, you know, not be life-threatened.
Indeed. And since things seem to be going in the route of being more life-threatening every day that we're here, it'd probably be best to make some use out of this.
You know, I never expected to run into werewolves at least so soon, heading this direction west. It just seems all rather unfortunate.
It does, but I guess that's Curse of Strahd for you, huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
I guess so. I think that's how they wrote it.
What?
What the hell are you guys talking about?
If we maybe take. I guess we can keep going forward, but I'm kind of like.
Would I know how far, like, how much farther we have to go to get where we're going? Like, how many days or, like, hours?
You would know that you have the better part of a full day's travel.
So we haven't made, like, too terribly much progress?
You've made some progress, absolutely, but there's much left to go. Not much more than, like, let's say, like 8 to 9 hours of daylight travel.
Well, we can keep going. I just got cantrips left.
What time of day is it right now?
You guys have only recently started your trip after camping out with the Vistani, so it's give or take around 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started
Well-
early. We started at 5.
Well, everyone, we have about 8 or 9 hours worth of travel left ahead of us to reach where we're going. It's up to you whether we'd like to break for a while or keep going. Lucia, I know you've had the worst of us so far. If you would want to stop and take a moment, I would completely understand.
We
As
may
long
need
as you're
to
okay.
rest for now.
Maybe
May
maybe a short rest.
I make a small recommendation
Uh,
that we travel for perhaps another hour or two and then take a short rest, just so we're not near signs of battle. I don't
That's
want
true.
anything to be drawn to this location.
I'm out of spells. I think I have one actually.
They might actually, those werewolves would know exactly where to find us if we stayed here, I suppose.
That's smart. I guess let's keep making our way forward. Are
Just-
you okay
just
to
a
walk
little.
for? Are you okay to walk for a little, Lucia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Behind you, Irina is whispering to Elizabeth and Rolf. a little bit, and she has a concerned look on her face. You can't make out what she's saying. She seems as though she's trying very hard to be subtle here.
I try to drop Eves.
Perception. Do I need a higher than a 16 to hear it? Do I got to roll for it?
Go ahead and roll perception, any of you.
I'm just gonna walk over. I'm not
gonna
even gonna
drop
try to
Eves.
perceive it.
I'm gonna roll perception, and I'm also gonna touch myself.
That's not great.
That is a flaccid 20. That is a 24 total.
Ew.
All right. You can hear that she is whispering to Elizabeth her apprehensions about and her anxieties surrounding Lucia being bit by a werewolf.
Yeah.
Seems as though she's quite on edge about it. But as Lobrin, as you approach, she stops whispering and just kind of looks to you and says, "Is everything all right?"
Yes, I was just going to say, what's going on here? Anything you say to my retainers, you can say to me as well.
And I'll smile with that.
Sounds so threatening.
Oh, it's passive aggressive as fuck.
Well, yeah, that was very passive aggressive.
Bruce, and he's gonna say, "Now listen, she wasn't saying anything imprudent, my lord. You understand that?" And Irina kind of cuts in. She says, "I'm not going to pretend like we don't see the obvious here. Lucia, I mean, you can't say that we don't all understand what's going to happen, right?"
Well, I thought that it was a children's tale. I wasn't sure that that sort of thing was actually real.
Well, you just stood face to face with two of those children tales. Where do you think they came from?
Got him.
Think with that 7 intelligence.
Hey, it matters an even number. He's going to say, I'm just saying, the whole idea of the transformation to me was the children's tale aspect. Do people really transform when they're sort of bitten?
So she's going to kind of like pinch the bridge of her nose a little bit, and then she's going to point at the corpse, and then she's going to say, "Lobrin, it's a human right now."
Yes, and it was a beast before, but I thought it was some witch had to place a curse on you, or some other sort of weird magic was involved. I wasn't really sure of the process of somebody turning into a werewolf.
I don't care how it happens. All I know is that the bite is notorious.
Well, that's what I didn't know, damn it!
Well, do we have anything to lift it if it's such a concern? Can I even turn into one?
I don't know.
Out of character, obviously, I'm well aware of this, but I'm Lobrin's
No, I know.
Character would
This is
even
fun.
like we don't have access to this obviously, but out of character would even like a greater restoration spell work on that or
You don't know.
yeah. No, I meant out of character. I meant out of character.
You don't know out of character.
We still don't
Oh,
even.
out of character, let me metagame it.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
I'm 99% certain I know, but I don't want to like say it
Yeah.
because of metagame.
Well,
I
none of us
genuinely
have
don't
access
so
to that right
Irina's
now.
going to lean up closer to
And I wouldn't
Lobrin,
know.
and she's going to say, "What happens if we take up camp and she's not as she is by midnight? We're of no use to this land dead."
Well, we tie her up. We keep an eye on her. Make sure she doesn't go anywhere or do anything bad.
Do anything naughty.
No!
Ark is gonna speak up at this if he was close enough to hear this interaction.
Lobrin's pretty
Well, it doesn't
damn
sound
loud.
quiet anymore.
Yeah.
If he got
And
close
he's
to
gonna
me
say-
and said that quietly, I would have probably responded quietly. For that part.
Ark is gonna say, at this point, it doesn't matter. We should head out now, take our rest as we need it, and then see how things go from there. We might be able to get help at the next town if they have a Church of Lythander there. We might be able to get help.
Perhaps.
We won't be at the next town until the moon is in the sky. You understand what I'm telling you right now?
Irina, I do understand, but Lucia is our friend, and I'm not just gonna leave her here to
I'm not
face the
suggesting you
elements.
leave her. All of you are powerful, and you have healing magics. Is there any way you
Oh
could...
yeah, she's gonna like start rummaging through the bag.
I don't have that. I don't even know if I can heal something like that. And if I could, I'm certainly not powerful enough.
I'm gonna start
It's-
throwing shit just from the
Mm.
bag.
It's
Do you
likely
have an
beyond
idea,
our
Lucia?
capabilities.
Don't we have one of these like? Don't we have like a scroll for this?
You do.
Oh yeah, we got a
actually.
bunch of scrolls. What were those scrolls again? I know it's listed somewhere.
Cure lichen.
Lucia actually has one.
You, starting off as with your start with the Harpers, you have a minimum of 1 scroll of remove curse in your possession. That's
Remove
correct.
So how do you
That's
cast it?
technically a curse.
Lycanthropy's a curse.
Give the scroll to Twyla.
Well,
Twilight,
Or
why?
you can use-
Do
Or you
the
can
thing.
use it.
You can read.
You,
hand,
higher
hand it to
mammal,
me?
can you read?
She'll hand it to you because I can't do it on myself. I don't know how this works.
Okay, well, I'll read it. DM, if I read it, do you want me to either roll for it, or can I just ask, since I'm, like, you know, proficient in arcane writings and whatnot, would I know if, like, I can cast this on her, or if she needs to use this herself, or, like, how the spell works?
So,
Or what the scroll is, even.
I'll give you some particulars there.
Oh, particulars.
I only know how it works in Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna
and
hit
that's
you in the
not real.
particulars.
And this is the thanks I get for working overtime.
I just like that word for it, it's really funny. I also think
Okay,
the
so
word
you can
Johnson
consume.
is funny.
You
Yeah?
can consume the scroll. In the same amount of time it would take to ritual cast the spell.
10 minutes. Usually.
Yes.
In order to cast this one time, and you will not have to roll anything.
But, like, can I cast it on her, or is this something she has to do herself? Do I know this?
You can cast it on her, or she can cast it on herself. Either or.
Okay, in that case, after reading it over, and I'll let Dollop read it with me, even though I know he's not very interested in reading.
And actually, Dollop seems quite interested in this
Does
one.
he
Dollop
likes
know
it.
how to read? That's kind of cool.
Dollop can read.
That is amazing.
Either
He's
that-
well-educated. He has an education.
Either that, or he puts up the affectation quite well.
Twyla thinks he knows how to read, but whether or not he's actually
So
reading is
smart
another
to me,
question.
read
But
books.
so we'll glance over it, and then I'll go, well, this honestly shouldn't be too hard of a process. It'll take about 10 minutes, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things is worth your life. I can either cast this on you, or you can do it yourself, though. We've got choices here. What would you prefer?
I'd rather you. I'm not in the headspace to be casting right now.
Understandable. So I'm gonna
But
place
I
the
have one
scroll down.
argument. I have
Huh?
one argument. I'm gonna like look at. I forget her name. What is her name?
Twyla?
Not Twyla.
Irina?
the
That
lady-
one? Irina?
I'm gonna look at Irina. Hot werewolf mommy.
So it's
Yeah, I'd
weird
prefer to
say.
live.
Yeah, that's not in character.
Is that worth a
She'll-
persuasion check?
She'll sit down.
So
Well,
I'll sit.
just...
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna sit down and place the scroll in front of me, and I'm gonna begin doing what preparations are necessary, with Dollop assisting me as I begin to ritual cast. I forget what else I was gonna say, so you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, while all this has happened, could we have considered this like a 30-minute short rest?
It's only 10 to ritual cast, I think, so we'd have to take more time. The short
Ritual
rest-
casting does
short
not
rest-
count as a short rest, unfortunately.
Short rests are an hour, I think, at minimum, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 30 minutes. Damn it.
I don't know if this is, like, true or not, but from what I remember, at least in, like, the research I had to do with, you know, DMing Decay, is, a short rest only counts if you're, like, literally, like, not doing anything. Like, if you're, like,
Yeah, no,
inactive.
that's exactly
Yeah,
it. So if you're
Twyla
clearly
wouldn't get
active-
the benefit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
like-
yes, you wouldn't get it. Okay.
We're not waiting that long anyway.
So I will sit down, prepare this ritual, and I'll rub my hands together as I start, and I go, well, I've never removed a curse before, but there's a first time for everything. And then after 10 minutes, I will...
Shia Kazim.
I'll cast it on Lucia and see what happens.
Okay. Alright, so you cast that spell. Oh, do you ever cast that spell? And as you do, your scroll begins to almost like singe at the edges and burn away as you cast it. And very slowly at first, but then all at once, Lucia, that heat that seems to be growing from your shoulder and leading towards your neck, just below the surface of the skin. It seems to be making you feel agitated. And then it's like all at once it feels like a release of pressure, and all of a sudden there's just no more weight on your shoulders. It's gone.
She's gonna like shudder a little bit, then just kind of like fall on her back.
Whoa! Lucia down!
God.
Lucia down!
Does that mean it
Okay.
worked?
Getting your back popped.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Yes. You should try it
That's
sometime.
good.
As I'm watching this, I'm gonna like rub my finger under my chin for a minute and go, maybe I should have written that one down in my book. And I'm gonna look over at Dollop.
Oh,
Dollop's gonna buffet his wings twice. He's gonna go.
I'm gonna go, Yeah, remind me next time, Dollop. That might have come in handy.
Oh, speaking of books, and she'll like pull out the other one from the bag.
Oh,
Oh,
Mark already gave
We already
that.
gave that one.
Oh, okay.
You mean you have another one?
No. I think that Farron would look at Irina after this and say, "See, it's all settled. Do you feel better now? A little more at ease?"
Talking to Irina, right?
Yeah.
And Irina kind of like has her arms crossed over her chest a little bit, but she nods and she says, "I'm glad she's okay."
Well then,
Well,
let's get going then.
hold on a minute. How do we know that it actually worked?
The power of magic, of course.
Well, do you feel any different? Looking at Lucia.
I feel fine now. I mean, well, no, I feel absolutely mortified of the entire week that's been happening here, but...
Yeah,
What
but
a
she
week
said
I've been having.
that it felt like, getting your.
But
What
I
did
don't
you
feel
say?
different anymore. Felt like getting your back popped.
Yeah, that is. I took that, and with the scroll burning, I took that as it worked.
Well, at the very least, it seems like it took hold with something.
Yeah.
Magic seems very strange. Seems
It'd
very
be funny-
strange to me.
It'd be funny if we accidentally just cured a completely different curse that was cast on Lucia that we weren't even aware of.
That would be hilarious.
Landmine curse.
I mean, out of character, the spell could have theoretically triggered without. This could be something that remove curse might not work on. Like, we don't know. But in character, I think Loburn's just kind of generally apprehensive about magic and how it works. So he's gonna say, "Yeah, I know that magic can do some pretty impressive things, but how do we know it wasn't just some sort of like weird feeling or something, like a placebo effect? I think I read about that once. It's like when you feel like something happened, but it didn't."
Well,
It just takes a little faith and trust, and as I say that, I'm gonna twinkle my fingers and cast prestidigitation, and like little sparkles will like fly from them.
Dollop is gonna go.
No,
Well,
Dollop, it's
then-
okay, it's okay.
I guess only time will tell, and Twyla is very powerful and very capable, and I have full confidence that she was able to perform the ritual successfully.
I sure hope so.
So at this point, Elizabeth is gonna speak up and she's gonna say, "Begging your pardon to all of you. I don't mean to interrupt your academic conversations here, but I've made a little bit of an educated conclusion myself. Amongst the very few things I know about wolves is that they tend to hunt in packs and stick in numbers. You probably shouldn't stick around here long."
Yes, we were
Yes.
That's what
saying
we were
that
saying
earlier.
Standing around and pontificating won't do us much good, so how about we move on?
And hope that
Yeah,
we
let's
don't run
move
out
on
to
now.
run into their female friend that they mentioned.
What'd you say, Lucia?
I said, and
Let's
hope.
move on.
No, Lucia.
Let's move.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Okay. All right. So you guys do.
Let's go.
And it doesn't take particularly long for you guys to find your passage over the Tesser Falls. This place is amongst the most beautiful you've seen in Barovia. It's a shame that it was marred by such a violent attack. Just the same, the cool mists run over your face as you pass by. There's the visages of running water and an ocean of trees. And then suddenly, you're in a clearing. You walk for some time, give or take about better part of an hour. And then finally you come upon a new destination. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening toward the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Turn the page.
ASMR.
It seems as though something has beat you to this particular intersection, though. Parked at the fork in this road, pointing east, is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses.
What?
The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. And as you approach, the side door of the carriage swings silently open. Irina backs up. She staggers 2 steps back.
I get right in front of her.
And she
I will
said,
too, with the shield up.
"We never get rid of this." However, the
Different guy.
person that steps out of this carriage is not Strahd. Hold on. Let me post a picture in NPCs real quick before I describe him.
Oh, we get a picture.
What if it's just a
Mirror's
picture
art.
of Mira? I would just
Yeah,
cry.
I just mirrored art.
Don't say I never did nothing for you, people.
Was that their voice?
No.
It's a goblin.
What you see before you is an elven man, sharp-eyed, slicked-back hair that falls at his shoulders length, with a fur mantle, dressed in quite fine attire.
Wait, is that not Strahd?
No, it is not Strahd.
Looks like it could be his
He's
brother.
far thinner than Strahd. He doesn't have
Strahd,
he doesn't have the broadness of shoulder of Strahd, and quite notably, he is an elf.
That's his brother Strahd.
That's Strahd von Zirovich.
Strahd.
Definitely not Strahd.
That's yeah. Fucking think of legends. Definitely not Strahd.
He steps out of the carriage and then goes to it, the back of it real quick, and takes out a small chest before walking forward towards all of you. Places it on the ground below himself, and then he bows deeply and says, "It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Rahadin, at your service."
Your name's Strahd.
I am Strahd. That's the official art in the book. I had nothing to do with that. How do you?
And you are?
Why are you here?
He introduced himself as Rahadin.
No, that wasn't my question.
Hold on one second. Hold on, let me get a person in real quick to indicate. There he is. Okay, that'll do. No carriage this time. Sorry about that, guys.
And what do you want?
I come here representing the Lord of this land, Master Strahd von Zarovich, who wishes to express deepest condolences that he could not join us in this occasion, and also for the circumstances.
Oh, we're not
of your...
heartbroken over it. Don't worry.
and also over the circumstances of your first meeting. He wanted to convey to you his gratitude for you joining him in these times, and he asked me to convey this through some gifts. And he kind of gestures with his arms to the chest that he's placed before him. It's about the size of like a something you could bundle in your arms.
Open it.
Why don't you open it up for us? Yeah, right, Logan?
Can I?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because once it's open, I want to roll something potentially.
Can I use my divine sense ability here?
You sure can.
Ooh.
I don't think it's gonna tell us anything we don't know.
Fucking get him.
Do you know how that works? Or do you need me to read it?
Why don't you go ahead and read it for me, just to make sure I'm not missing any details.
So you know the location and type of any celestials, fiends, or undead, but not their identity. And within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay, none of those things are here.
Interesting.
But good
Does
looking
he
out.
open the chest when we ask him?
So as you ask him to do so, he nods his head slowly and he says, "Of course I can do this for you." And he slowly like kneels down, opens the chest to reveal.
Explodes.
No, not quite, not quite. It looks like what looks to be a few vials of red liquid, some finely wrapped provisional foods that look like they were finely made, as well as a few coins. And then he kind of looks up to you, stands back to his feet, and he says, "My master wanted me to assure you that he had only your best interest in mind, and also that your friend is being well taken care of at this very moment."
Riley's gonna look at the rest of the party.
He's kind of just
What do you mean by
death
well
staring,
taken care of?
almost like an ember eye look.
Well, my friend,
Drilled.
perhaps you may see it with your own eyes soon enough, but Castle Ravenloft is a place like no others. She is being tended to by many hands and living a life most luxurious. And my master wanted me to implore to you that you may visit her anytime you wish.
Well, that's rather nice then.
Oberon's like, that's pretty good.
One
can
last
I-
thing.
Oh.
I almost forgot. And then he scampers back to the cart, reaches in, and pulls out a very large and lavish-looking bouquet of what looks to be like roses, baby's breath, and actually a very nice floral bouquet.
Son
He
of a
says,
bitch.
"This was for you, Irina."
Fucking
And he approaches her, and she takes a step back.
I put my arm out.
Yeah, and he
Whatever.
doesn't progress any further, but he holds the flowers out, and Irina goes, "That won't be necessary. I don't desire them." And then Rahadin kind of has like a furrowed brow. He kind of looks a little bit like this wasn't the answer he expected.
Yeah.
And then he says, "But I was told to insist. They are
I give
fine."
her enough flowers every day. She likes mine better. She doesn't need his.
Can I roll insight on his intentions here?
You sure can.
I think he's just going off his like goon master's way.
The goon master. I want to know if something's up with the flowers.
The goon.
It's only a 14.
known as the goon master.
This seems like a genuinely very kind gesture. The flowers themselves seem
Yeah, of
like
course.
flowers.
He's fucking in love with her,
Mhm.
but he's creepy as shit and evil.
So-
My flowers are better.
So Rahadin brings the flowers back to his chest and he says, so be it then. I don't know what to do with them now, but I certainly can't bring them back." And he kind of like starts like kind of pondering to himself a little bit.
You
And
can
then he-
plant them on the side of the road.
I suppose that's true. This crossroad seems as good a place as any.
You
so
could
be it.
scatter them to the wind and see where the wind takes them.
Yeah, so be it.
May I
That's-
approach the chest?
He's just some guy.
I know. He is
Like
just some guy.
We're ripping the shit out of him.
He's just some dude caught in the middle of everything. He's like,
Yeah, like he's
I
not
just have
evil
a
at all.
job to do.
I
He's
know.
just working to like not
He's like,
die.
what the fuck do I do with these flowers? I'm like, why don't you take them home with you? Put them in a vase or something. Keep them for yourself.
So you want to, Farron, was it you who
Oh,
wanted to approach the
yes.
chest?
I wanted to approach the chest, pick up one of the red vials, and give it a good sniff and roll potentially like a medicine check
Sure.
to see if I could like determine what it is. Like
You're
if I
giving it
know,
a snifter.
I'm giving it the sniff test, and I am going to touch myself as per usual.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna stop you right there. It doesn't seem like any sort of like medicine.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like a. Let me put it this way. It doesn't seem like the sort of things that like a physica would give someone. You know, it's not. It doesn't seem like something that was brewed together with herbs and spices for medicinal use. This seems more magical.
May I? Because there is a set of rules that if you take a small quantity of a potion and consume it, you can get an idea. of its
Sure,
effect.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I would
Rub
like
it
to
on your
do that.
gums.
Is it like a healing? I'm guessing it's a healing potion.
Yeah, it's
but-
kind of basically you take like a little dollop and rub it on the inside of your gums
Between the
or
cheek.
something. Yeah.
Do you feel, Ark? Do you feel better?
What kind of magic is that?
So what is the effect that I perceive?
It feels like this has a healing effect.
Okay, he gave us some healing potions.
Right, I just want to make sure he didn't poison him.
And then Rahadin is going to kind of step back a little bit. He's going to say, "They are yours for you to do with as you will, as a token of my master's goodwill. And he urged me to tell you that you will be seeing far more of him in the near future, should it be that you do not go and visit yourself."
Oh, we can't wait.
Does that mean he expects a visit, or?
That means he is aggressive.
means-
He is passive aggressively asking for a visit, insisting.
How does this guy respond that I asked?
He says he is open to a visit, certainly, and would be eager for one.
If he wants us to visit, he should send us a formal invitation, don't you think?
I think that's what he is.
Yeah, I think that's what this guy is.
Well,
Normally a
perhaps.
formal invitation.
I've always been a fond
letter
of like a well-written letter with a wax seal.
That is in accordance to my master's tastes, but I presume he will not send you such a thing until the time strikes him. But before then, you are, of course, always welcome to drop by.
You can count on it. Goodbye.
And
the
wait,
fullest.
before you go, where is this castle located exactly?
Exactly on this east road. You need only follow the cobblestones.
Oh,
East?
east?
That's right.
Let's keep going west,
He
gang.
said-
We're going west. Yeah.
Well, we happen to be going in the opposite direction for now, so ta-ta, see you soon, goodbye.
So be it then. Good favor upon all of you. And then he steps back
Thank
into the carriage, and the door closes.
All right, how many rations, how long worth,
Hey,
and
what-
how
what do we-
much coin?
There are 5 days of fine, not just rations, but fine food in there.
Who's doing group loop, by the way? Is it
I can
Zach?
put it in there, yeah.
Yeah.
This might be the best place to take a short rest. We have food here.
I won't get
At least.
any of my spells back, but I'll at least be able to wild shape more.
It seems like we could all use it. And
Yeah.
crossroads are sometimes a good place to take a rest.
I think that would be nice.
I think we're
Plus
at a
two.
safe enough distance, I
For
hope.
for a record of group loop, there are 5 days of fine rations. There are 3 potions of healing,
Mm-hmm.
and there are 50 gold pieces.
All right.
50 gold pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, there are 5 of us. We can split that up to be 10 each.
That wouldn't be the worst idea.
All right, let's do that then.
Just do that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
You already had 10 gold
Adding
in
the
your inventory.
gold.
I have
Will
40 gold
do.
now.
I have 13.
Do I have money written down in this one? I
You
don't
have
know.
33. You have 40 gold?
Yeah, I start with 30.
What?
Because-
What?
I started with 30, yeah, because of my
Did you roll for
background.
gear? Yeah, what's your
Okay.
background?
What
Nobles
is your
start with
background?
25. What the? Well, you don't have to say.
Sage.
You don't have to say.
Wait, sages don't start with that.
I was gonna say that's a lot of gold.
I took that background. They start with 10 gold.
Yeah.
How the hell did I get 30 gold then? I read no, maybe I
Druids
didn't
don't have
start
starting gold either.
It's like 30.
Oh,
gold.
did you?
Oh
did
my
you
god,
do
Favorite's a
thing-
highwayman.
somehow
I'm
I
the
have
highwayman.
somehow
Did you-
I fi-
Did
Go
you
ahead,
roll
Andrew.
for your gold?
For your gear?
I might have.
Did you
Did
buy
I do
gear at
that?
the beginning?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we all iron that out during the duration of our 10-minute smoke break, pee break, whatever it is you gotta do.
Ooh.
This is an ideal time as the party takes their short rest. All of us will take our very short break to
I'm gonna
refill
start-
drinks and
do
do whatever
that.
you gotta do. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and make it known that you, Lowprint, are gonna suffer for what you did.
What?
my
What did I
God.
do?
Ah.
You will suffer.
What did I even do?
I'm
Nothing.
gonna-
I just wanted to do
I'm
that.
gonna use hit die.
I'm gonna
You,
use die.
man.
I'm
I
also going-
crazily enough, because I
down.
wild shaped, I am at full hit points. I just
Yeah,
only-
welcome. Yeah, Drew, you don't gotta flex on us. I almost died.
I'm
I
at
know.
points too,
You're
so
back.
I'm good.
All right.
I
was-
healed you
I
though.
was
I
pretty
used my
low.
last spell
At
to heal you.
8:28. Now all of
And
you
you got
listen. 8:28
maxed too.
sharp.
Yes,
we are
Derek?
starting again.
828.
And if you're not
Okay.
there, then we're starting with that.
He said,
8:28.
Good.
All
I
right.
might
Oh,
die.
okay.
If I go outside. I think we're still here.
Alright, I'm
Sorry,
at full HP
Crimson.
again.
I knew that one of you was going to do that soon enough, so I had to put the timer on. BRB.
Okay. Be right back. I gotta do some looking in here, because I guess I never actually wrote this down. So I had 5, and that's gonna make it 15. Good to know. I'm still here, by the way. I'm just reading over some wizard shit. Because I was looking at arcane recovery. Since we're doing a short rest. Oh, actually, I could use some more water. I will be right back. Man, Wizards got a lot of rules to read.
I saw your thing, Winter, for the Cosmo quiz.
Oh yeah, that was a really fun thing.
We friends. We compatible friends.
Yeah. Let's see,
Also, apparently, you and I got like the two rarest, rarer ones.
yeah, mine says 5% and yours says 8%.
I heard that like those were two that not a lot of people were getting. So, we're special.
I hate to break it to you guys, but
Let me know when you get at least under 10%. Thanks. Hold up, I gotta turn off my heat. Some of it was very accurate for you.
yeah,
I
I saw that and I was like, you know, I vibe with it.
Messed up sleep schedule. Super
Yep.
chill perfectionist.
Neither of those are by choice.
Spending hours digging through cat memes. You do spend a lot of time looking for memes if you have one in mind.
I do. Not cat memes. Derek, can I
Not
can I
cat
have
memes.
those spells, please?
Oh yes, of course. Let me do that right
Throwing affections in their faces. I think it depends on the person for you.
I think so.
Talks to themselves magically, break up any fights. Impossible to hate, very sensitive.
And that one's impossible to hate is not true.
Yes, it is.
I managed to piss Aiden at work off really well.
Oh, he doesn't hate you though.
No, he doesn't. It's just funny.
Self-critical, and I hate it.
Oh, everyone's self-critical, I feel.
Yeah, but you stop it.
No.
You stop it now.
Oh.
Derek, do your Cosmo persona. Winter and I did ours.
I certainly will after the session is done.
That's
oh,
true.
Speaking of the session, just so you know, I did, during the short rest, I did Arcane Recovery to get a first level spell slot back.
Very good.
And I'm gonna... Apparently copying spells down into the book takes a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm. As well as, like, resources that are actually pretty valuable.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Fine paper.
Excuse me.
It takes some work.
Anyway.
Well, wait, I have an interesting question then.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's already in its own spell book, could I, like, dual spell book it? And still have these spells?
I don't believe that's the way it works.
Damn it.
But
Why
I could be
not?
wrong. But I believe that, like, a wizard spell... Well, you certainly can have, like, multiple of one spell book. I don't think you can have multiple of multiple, right? I could be wrong about that. Oh, Crimson, no!
Oh, Derek. Well, you know what? Now that you say that, I'm gonna read the rules on spellbooks.
Please do.
What is that, number 5 tonight, Derek?
Yeah, that's number 5.
Oh, you can have backup copies of your spellbook.
Yes,
we had a lot of
that's
time
what that
in
means, is that
between.
you can have backup copies of your spellbook. That is not your spellbook. But unless I'm understanding it incorrectly.
Well, you can make a whole new spellbook though. Like it's just a book.
I mean, technically, she could copy that information down from the book into her spellbook.
Well, of course.
Well, I could, but because it takes a lot of money and resources to do that, what my small argument is since this is already its own spellbook, can I technically dual spellbook it?
Dual spell books for double.
Because there's
Or you
just
could just be
technically
like
no rule
Caleb.
against that.
You could just be like Caleb and get the finest parchment and ink and at every single shop that you go to.
I only have 15 gold.
I'm certainly not the authority on these things. If there's no rule against it, then don't let
You
me stop you.
can have as many spell books as you want, but each one that you make is going to cost a significant amount of resources.
Well, no, I'm not talking about making one. I'm talking about this one that you just gave me. Like, can I technically, like, use both that spellbook and my spellbook in tandem?
Yeah.
Edgar was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's played a wizard before. I've never played one.
Yeah, because you can have multiple different spell books. It's just that if you lose access to one, you can no longer prepare those spells.
Gotcha.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
So maybe I'll have to differentiate in my inventory which ones have which.
Like
It's
what you can do,
8:28. Where's Zach?
what you can do is copy
Oh,
your pre-existing spells into the new spell book, and copy
here
the
it is.
spells from the new spell book into your old spell book.
that takes so
spells-
much
that's-
money, man.
It
The
does.
spells are as follows. Write it down, please, if you wouldn't
Give me
mind.
1 second, I have to get into the right tab.
Okay, break's over. No time for
Okay,
your
what are
spells.
the spells?
First level. Disguise self.
Hold on.
Identify.
It's too fast. Disguise self, identify.
Mage armor.
I already have all these spells, great.
Magic missile.
I have all these spells.
Protection from good and evil.
You have literally all those spells.
I literally have all these fucking spells except for that
Second
last
level.
one.
Second level.
Hold on, I
Second
fucked up. Hold on, I fucked up.
Seconds.
Dark vision.
Hold
Hold
on.
person.
Hold on.
Invisibility, Magic weapon.
Stop talking so
Eric,
fast. Slow
To
down.
her.
Gotcha.
Dark vision what?
Whole person.
Okay.
Invisibility.
Okay.
Magic weapon.
The fuck is magic weapon?
You can summon a magical weapon to fight beside you. That's like
That's
a
spiritual weapon.
That's
Oh
spiritual
yeah, that's
weapon.
spiritual weapon.
Magical weapon, I think, makes you do more damage
Spiritual
and makes the weapon
weapon.
+1. I think it makes it considered magical, like for the sake of that.
Could she use that on her weapon, even though it's already a magical weapon?
It would make it
My
+1
weapon's not a
and all
magical
that.
weapon.
Oh,
Yo,
but you could make it +1 then, maybe.
That's why I took Shadow Blade, though.
Well, shit.
Well,
You
okay.
got you got some spells that are cool.
I will figure this out because some of these spells I actually did not have. I don't have Identify, and I don't have Protect from Good and Evil. I don't have Dark Vision. I don't have Hold Person. I don't have Invisibility.
I was gonna say I overheard a little of the convo while I was away, but for wizard, don't you also need to have like magical ink that costs like 50 gold for a spell or something?
Yeah, you need.
Well, that's
ink
if you're
and, like,
copying it
parchment.
into a different book. I don't have to copy these into a different book.
You just have these 2 spell books.
I'm just gonna dual book it.
You have dark vision though already because you're a half elf.
Yes.
The spell
With low
Dark
light
Vision
vision,
allows
obviously.
you to cast it on other people that might.
Oh, okay. Who don't?
Well, we can give it to Lobrin.
Oh yeah, we give it to Lobrin. Lobrin's a human.
Yeah, just a poor, stupid,
Boring.
good for nothing.
Yes, Dark Vision.
All right, is everyone back?
No.
Yeah.
Human is interesting sometimes.
I believe so.
Cool.
Lobrin's
Alright.
half dwarf.
So at this point, Rahadin and the
Thank you for the Hydrate Crimson.
carriage have departed down towards the eastern road over cobbles, with only the sound of the clopping of horse hooves echoing to indicate their passing. And I presume, after you guys finish your hour-long short rest, you continue on the westerly road. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so you do. For a little bit of time. And then, the old Svalak Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of that valley, you see a walled town near shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still a good distance off. A branch in that road leads west to a promontory. Not sure what a promontory. Atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wood veins stripped bare, but still rolling. Smoke rising from its chimney. That is coming up towards you, much closer than the aforementioned town. And it isn't long until that road is directly before you. And you have before you a fork.
Another
Taking the
fork.
left path, and you will end up at this very mill. Taking the right, and with an amount of travel more, you will end up at the town, the walled town. Tell me, which do you take?
Hmm.
Well, let's go to town.
Let's go to fucking town. No, I'm kidding.
I guess. we
Get
could
out
go-
of town.
Should we roll perception to see?
Take
if
a
there's
fucking bus.
Yeah,
Can I roll perception?
You certainly
Can
may.
I guide you, what, Twyla?
Does that work that way?
I don't know.
Okay.
DM?
So I'm gonna say no because it's like one of those things where she's just like looking around. Guidance on another player, I think, would make more sense on things where it's like very clear that that is what she is going to do,
Yeah.
or if she announces it. Otherwise, it's like, how would you know?
I am looking around.
Well, if I see her looking around like, I might think, oh, she's looking for something. And then
But
I've
her
got my
looking
hand
around
over
would-
my eyes, like pivoting around like a scope.
You can also do
For in the
perception
future, do
and
that,
just-
Twyla, then I will know.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ark?
I was saying that Farron could also roll perception.
Oh, yeah, I was
And cast
going
it
to.
on.
I got distracted. Sorry.
All of you who have the mind to roll perception, please.
Oh.
I shall roll.
Ooh. This game sucks. I
Guidance
go
ain't
to
gonna help
bed.
me.
I go to bed.
It's a 7, but it's a natural 1, so.
Yes.
Ooh, it's a 5.
Oh.
You guys are rolling like
Hey,
that.
22,
So,
little
if I may
bro.
ask,
Let's
what are-
go.
What are each of you rolling perception on?
I'm looking
Mill-
to see the road ahead, just to see like what if I see like any people, any things.
You said the one to the left, we can kind of see like a building with a burnout, and there was like
So,
a windmill on top
let
of
me-
it. Can you just re-describe that? Yeah.
Sure, let me describe the situation in more
Gosh,
plain
break
terms.
still.
So the road that you were coming out of the woods out of into a little bit more of a clearing is coming from the side of a mountain where you have much higher elevation. It gives you a vantage point of the entire valley. The valley is where Valaki is, and evidently where this mill is. So you have a vantage point, but as you start getting lower on the path, you do not have as clear of a view.
Got it.
From that top of that mountain view, the mill is much closer on a path to the left that only outstretches a little bit, whereas the village looks to be another hour and a half to 2 hour walk at least.
For me, I guess I was looking at that path of the mill to see if I could discern anything else there with a 22.
Okay, with a 22, you can glean quite a bit actually. Immediately, you can discern that it is inhabited. There's smoke rising from its chimney.
It's
And
on
you-
fire.
It looks dilapidated. It looks weather-worn. It's not on fire. And the path that leads to it is not very well tended, but there are 2 wheel divots in the soil. It looks like there's some sort of small cart, something that gets rolled up this way frequently, and recently, for that matter.
Any horses?
No horses.
No
Was
Chick-fil-A
that
sauce?
literally where our good buddy just came from? That would be so funny.
Just a pit stop. No Chick-fil-A sauce?
Oh, hey, long time no see. Oh, shit.
I'd give my opinion, but Farron can't see shit.
I'm just
I-
gonna say, in character. I can see some sort of smoke arising from that building. I think somebody could be inhabiting that. I don't see any reason for a detour or any sort of deviation, but figured I'd just let you all know.
Do I see any kind of like signage or like indicators as to like direction?
You do not. Not at this point.
Oh boy.
Twyla with a
Could be worth-
13.
Oh, sorry, again.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt, but Twyla with a 13. I'll say that from the top of the mountainside path leading downwards, it's clear to see that the town, even in the far distance, even as it's starting to get a little bit duskier in the day, has some very distinct walls put around it. It itself is in a little bit of like a wood clearing, and it looks like it's a little bit more heavily guarded, and the scale is larger than that of Village Barovia, where you are coming from.
Okay, so it's a more decent sized
They're
town.
coming.
Certainly that.
Could be worth checking out the windmill. If there's anyone there, we might be able to ask them a few questions.
Maybe they've got some information about the big city or the big town that we'll be headed to.
Well, we were told to avoid the roads at night, and it is getting rather late.
For reference, it's probably at this point like 5 o'clock at night.
And we have
No.
Maybe
in
we
the eve.
How
In the eve.
how far is it, would you say, from the windmill to the town?
A maximum, like, a maximum of 3 hours, and that would be like a pretty slow
Oh.
pace. You might be able to beat 2 hours to get in there.
Oh, so we would be traveling at like 10 o'clock
We'd
at
get
night.
there at 7.
we-
If we stayed, we would get there much later.
And how far is it from where we are to the town?
The same. You're right on the
We're
forked
right
path
near the
right now.
windmill, he
Yeah,
said.
Yeah, we're right on the
So you're like passing it going through.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the windmill's worth checking out? I mean, if they're nice,
Town,
maybe we
then
can stay
windmill?
there.
Oh my god, if I was Mira, I know exactly what I would do right now, but I can't because I'm Twyla.
The regrets starting to come in.
We
I'm
don't
just
have
gonna look
anything.
at-
If we don't have anything to chance on the idea that the windmill will be friendly. We have no spells, but if we go to town, rest up, we can check it out later.
Archer's
Yes.
gonna look towards Twyla and say, "You perhaps have your owl friend scout the area for us." And
Actually, I can,
that the
and I
window?
can look through his eyes at the same time. Dollop, are you up for a
You
little bit of a
what?
flight?
And
Oh,
he
you'll
shakes
be
his,
brave.
He shakes his little owl head like a full 360 degrees, like saying no in the most owly, intense way possible.
Oh, Dollop, it'll be okay. We've done this before, just like we practiced. Who's my brave boy?
And then he buffets it with his wings a couple times, fluffs up, and then
He's
jumps
like,
off.
yes, it's me.
He jumps off your shoulder and starts flying in that direction.
I'll say, that's my special guy. And then I'll turn around and I'll go, okay, I just need to maybe put my hand on somebody's shoulder so I don't either fall in a ditch or, you know.
She'll offer like her.
Barrett's just
She'll like
gonna-
offer her hand out.
I will hold it.
All right.
Thank you, Lucia.
You can join. She'll
I
hold
can-
her. She'll hold her other hand
We
out.
could all just like have a group handhold.
We're all
Okay.
gonna hold hands. Okay, I feel bad.
So I will
So-
close my eyes and start channeling through Dollop.
Okay. So as Dollop flies a little bit closer, it's immediately easily to determine that this mill has been mostly out of working condition for some time, and yet is still inhabited, as evidenced by the smoke coming from the chimneys and what have you. How close do you want Dollop to get? Like, what do we mean? Do we?
Well, here's the thing: is this range with Find Familiar only works like with 100 feet. So
Okay. Well,
how close can I get?
You can get up to like a pretty decent radius of the place, close enough to see that like.
Can he see
there-
through a window? Maybe. I mean, he's got owl eyes. Look with his special eyes.
I think. Well, first of all, there's only a window on the lower section here, and he's not able to see through it from this distance easily. But what you can immediately glean is that there's some sort of like kitchen works or mill works of some kind going on in here, and it's inhabited. There's someone in there. It looks-
Can
it
he
look-
get closer at all or no?
Not with you able to use your little eye thing.
Could I beckon to everyone to maybe like all move forward a
but-
bit so Dollop can go forward?
What you
Yeah.
glean is that this looks quite cozy. Looks, I mean, it's dilapidated and a little bit sloppy, but it looks cozy.
Well, this place doesn't look very special, but I think there's someone in there. It kind of seems like maybe a kitchen.
Well,
Maybe
that
they're
doesn't
cooking?
sound too threatening.
My biggest concern with continuing towards the town right now is depending on when we get there. The gates could be closed for the night, and they might not be
Letting anyone in.
accommodating to letting people in, especially with all the werewolves. And
Well, it's your call, everyone.
I can communicate with Dollop actually, also this far away telepathically. So I'm gonna go, Dollop, do you smell anything? What does it smell like?
Dollop is going to communicate in his owly way. I guess through like kind of like a mind tether, you can glean that what Dollop is smelling is like something, some kind of sweet bakey smell.
Oh, sweets.
It's
Sweets?
It sounds like it smells a bit like a bakery, but there's also kind of like a little bit of a stinky smell that comes from it too.
Like a
What?
little acrid.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit of both. Like this looks kind of like a really dilapidated place.
Okay,
Oh.
so I'm going to really quick just communicate with Dollop and say, listen, I want you to get as close as you can to the window without being seen and peek inside and then fly back and tell me about it. I'm gonna cut my vision with you, so I'm just gonna trust you to do this, Dollop, okay? You can do it. You can do it, Dollop.
And then he does so.
Okay, I'm gonna cut my tether and I'm gonna look to everyone and go, well, Dollop said he said it smells like stinky sweets. Like, sweets, but something's not quite right with it.
Okay.
Bad sweets?
Bad sweets? Could it be just because the building is a bit dilapidated? Is that the scent he's picking up?
Bells are going off in my brain, but that's in my brain, not Lucia's.
Or maybe they're poisoned sweets.
A poisonous sweet.
A poisonous snake. Maybe they're just stinky sweets.
Lucia's gonna butt in. Okay.
don't do
Here's-
Groot like that.
Here's the plan. Let's go check out the town, see if they're willing, and if not, we'll go to the mill.
But we'll be traveling.
It's 3 hours to the town. By that point, it'll be.
And at that point, we could make a camp outside the town wall. Listen, I just think like
That doesn't sound very safe either. Oh.
I
no
agree
one's
with
trying
Lucia.
to go with a random shack stranger that we don't know.
Right, we've already seen this town is very dangerous. Do we really need to go
Think
to
of
this
the last
ram
house
shack?
that we went into that wasn't a town, Faye.
That's true.
Something else.
Well,
that I
let's
just-
wait and see what Dollop sees. And then we'll make our decision.
Get
Something else-
shot like a drone.
Oh no!
Something else-
Wait, don't make it up.
Something
Ark?
else that's bothering me
Okay.
too is this person seems to have been living here for at least some amount of time, and we already know how dangerous these woods can be. So it's more than likely that they are quite formidable.
I think
That
we
could
should
be a good
go.
or a bad thing.
Could be either. We don't know. It's a big risk to take.
Yeah.
We might be better off heading to the town, saving this excursion for another time.
It doesn't
I-
take Dollop. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say before that, can I go to Irina and ask if she knows anything about the people who live like outside of cities here, or who might inhabit a place like this?
She kind of ponders for a second and then goes, all sorts. People just trying to make their way like us. But we have seen some dangers too. And I can't say this is any familiarity to me.
I think we should continue onward to the town.
It doesn't take Dollop too long to return and communicate telepathically to you, Twyla. Images of on the first floor what looks to be like a messy, not frequently cleaned kitchen with like a stove and a couple barrels around, and then a second floor window view of an old woman at a mill, a very wrinkly faced old woman who just with like flour all over her what's it called, apron, and just kind of working on making like some like dough of some kind.
I heard old
That's
woman
it?
and I was like,
And that's all she's saying.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna hold my arm out for Dollop to
Barely
land back
sharp
on.
brainwave.
He lands and he kind of like buffets his wings twice.
You see that, guys? Dollop was very brave just now.
I saw that. That was so good, Dollop.
Very good dollop.
So Dollop said that there's a little old lady in a dirty kitchen making smelly sweets.
The more I hear about this place, the more concerned I'm coming.
What?
I mean, like, in any
I am gonna abstain from this discussion because my brain is fucking yelling at me. 17 different red flags, but no way
I know.
Lucia would be suspicious.
Ark is finding this place incredibly suspicious. There are werewolves around here. There are other unknown dangers.
That could be a
Why
hack
is-
for all we know.
Exactly. We don't know anything except for the fact that these woods are dangerous, and for some reason, this little old
As
lady
fairy
in
tale creatures.
a windmill just making her sweets, her funky scented flavored sweets.
Can I just
Yeah.
say something out of character? Out of character, yeah, we might think hag or weird woman, but in character, for the reasons Ark stated, yes. But we wouldn't be like, oh, that's a hag, because how many of our characters...
No, I'm saying
No.
that out of character.
I actually have something to say in character
know.
about this now that Dollop has gotten back.
I know that's out of character, but I'm saying,
Thank you
like,
for bringing that up, Zach. That's
yeah, like,
Yeah,
what would
no.
your character think?
So in character, Twyla would go, you know, maybe we should just go to town because it kind of just seems like this woman is just trying to, live in her house. I don't know why we would go interrupt her.
That's
I
true.
do agree.
It kind of seems like none of our business.
I just think the town should be our primary focus, given that nightfall's coming and we do know about what happens then.
I also agree
Yeah.
with that.
All right.
Might be best to
well,
leave this for another time.
Especially because there might be werewolves on our tail.
That
That's
is
also
another
very
thing to
true.
consider. We should
Can I,
skedaddle rather immediately.
before we fully depart, can I think back to the reading? Was there anything that sort of mentioned this at all? Anything like from the reading that Lobrin can recall offhand, given that it was only pretty recently?
Sure, yeah. You don't recall anything specifically about a windmill, about an old lady, or anything like that. None of that rings a bell from what Madame Avert told you. The only thing that rings a bell as far as windmill goes is that it was, as you recall, the sigil of the Durst family mantra.
That's what Mira wanted to say!
It's true.
Oh my
I don't
god.
I don't think Lobrin would be meticulous enough to make that connection.
Fair enough.
And also, he doesn't want to stick around.
Fair enough twice.
Going to town, it sounds like.
Going to
town.
town! Woo!
Go to town, man. Go to
Yeah, night fever, night fever. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Anyway, the old Smollett Road meanders into a valley, watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods
And south.
That's right, both sides, mountains!
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This
it's
party is paranoid as shit, and I love it.
the woods
Aaron, you
recede.
get my player vote early because we share a brain.
The woods recede! Revealing a solid
Sorry, I'm sorry.
mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against the wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
What?
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Oh,
thank God they
sick.
hate wolves. We're good. We're good.
All I can think of when people were talking before Derek was trying to describe the scene was, "Will you shut up? You're making him lose his focus."
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just shut up.
That's fucking good.
It's really fucking good. That's a really good impression, actually.
Yeah, that was
Thanks.
pretty
That
fucking
was
good.
Yeah,
spot
thank you.
on.
Must
So
have
That
been
you said
perfect.
there's two shadowy figures
The chat.
waiting? Or like cloaked
Yeah,
figures? waiting?
just behind the gate. And it's at this point that you are arriving. It's close to like 7-8 o'clock in the eve.
It's not
dusky.
that late.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Anyway,
Go to bed.
are you saying it's not that late? As in like, oh well, it's just dusk, or it's not that late? As in like, I got first. It took me a second, and I thought you were saying it's not 7 o'clock. Just like, girl, yes
No,
it
it's
is.
9.
No.
Not that late. Do you have it 6:45?
DM, you sound crazy right now.
You're out of your mind. It's 5. Oh my god, I was like, dude, you're out of pocket. Anyway,
That's not what I meant.
no, it's not like nighttime. It's still dusk. There's a little bit of meager
Summer.
daylight in the
Summer
air.
hours.
Yeah,
Can
summer
I walk
hours.
up to them?
Yes, and as you walk up, one of the guards kind of pipes up. Takes him a bit of a second, and she pipes up and she says, "Oi, state your name then. What business have ye?"
Well, my name is Farron, and me and my friends here were wondering if we could come into your city and maybe find an inn to stay at for the night. We don't really want to be out on the roads, super late because of all the crazy shit that's been happening. So we
Can't
were
say
hoping.
I blame you. All right then.
Really? Was that easy? Okay.
I mean,
Can't say I blame you is how she responds to you saying don't want to be on the roads.
Mm.
And then she, you can hear her kind of go like, "Oi, Andrew, wake up, wake up!" He's like, yeah.
Hi,
"Oh wait,
Andrew.
right, excuse me, right, visitors, yes, this is a most odd hour for you to be coming to our gates.
Fuck off.
Do you have anyone in town to vouch for you?
Yes, so we have myself out of town, but Lobrin broke and go.
She's gonna slap
What
you in the
is-
back of the head.
Oh, well, we also have somebody else as he rubs the back of his head. And she is a noble of a nearby village, I believe. And he's gonna beckon for Irina to maybe step forward and use her credentials to get us in.
She does so. She approaches. She says, "Irina Kolyana, daughter of the late burgomaster."
Burgermaster. Sorry.
And
Master
Burger time.
guard number one kind of like rubs her temples a little bit, and she says, what do you make of this? I'm gonna have you, Lobrin, roll persuasion with advantage with help from Irina.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nice. That worked out.
Yeah. My persuasion
We're
is
accompanied
plus
by
2
Elon
also.
Musk, and they just like drop the fucking gate.
They would definitely not let you in if it was Elon Musk. They'd be like,
Just
"Get
keep
the-
it open.
It's got
Get
to
that
be a
spotlight out of here.
12.
12 with advantage?
Yeah. It
Ow.
was an 8 and then it was a 10, so it wasn't the best.
I
You have a
mean,
+2.
Plus 2? Yeah, I'm not a charisma
That's
motherfucker.
not. I mean, that's not terrible.
I have proficiency
I
in
don't have a
persuasion.
plus anything in charisma.
Damn, fair.
I-
I guess you do
I
I
have
love
got
a
a
special
pretty
order.
hefty charisma buff, but
Well, Lobrin spoke first.
the male speaking one says, you came any later and we wouldn't let you into this town. That's all I want to tell you. But since there's still light on the air, I figure we can let this one slide.
Just for the night, and then we'll be out of your hair.
Slowly the gate opens with a... And it
In
swings
an alternate
open.
universe, we're being eaten alive by Grandma right now.
Grandma.
If it were up to me, I was the one who said let's keep moving.
no, he's an alternate universe.
Oh, I thought he said. If it were up to you.
Yeah, what the fuck are you
I was
talking
like,
about?
I thought that's what she said.
No,
I was like,
I
hey.
was saying there's an alternate timeline where we went for the fucking windmill hut.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, if it were up to you, we would have been eaten by Grandma. I'm like, I did
There's
not want to go to
absolutely
Grandma's.
there's absolutely a regular chance that they're just a random lady, but I'm so paranoid right now.
Shit,
am
I was so
too.
invested by what was happening, I forgot to shout this out, but thank you so much for the follow, Cadillac Jack.
Cadillac Jack!
Cadillac Jack.
Welcome, we
Cadillac Jack is a
appreciate
sick
you.
name. I love that. I
That
love
is
it.
awesome.
That
I
sounds
love
like
a
a Johnny
little
Cash song.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Cadillac Jack.
Good
Oh, I'm gonna draw up Johnny Cash mentioned.
We're gonna spend the rest of our fucking session talking about Cadillac Jack.
Man, I
thought
love
you said
Johnny Cash.
I was
I
like,
love
alright.
But he
Everyone
was
loves Cash.
dudes. My grandpa and my dad
All right.
got to see
Okay.
him. Oh.
That is-
wow,
that is
I've
really-
never felt so okay.
That's really cool. I wish I could have gotten to see Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fucking sick.
That sounds like a
I'm
delight.
gonna
That
plug
makes me feel a little better than just being like, okay, as soon as I started talking.
Why would you?
This is... Okay. Where are we going?
Cadillac Jack.
All right, I'm gonna need everyone to go to the City of Velaki, and I'm going to set the end.
City of Bukaki.
That's
Oh.
right, baby. You're in for a splash.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
What's it called
sorry.
again? Oh,
I'm
City of
sorry.
Velaki.
Holy shit, my thing
This-
is... Oh, I was very zoomed in. My bad.
This seems way too like happy. Like there's not enough sad.
It's very bright out here.
Sorry, I'm changing.
Sad.
I'm changing that. I'm
No,
Oh, no,
leave
no.
it, Leave it.
I was so
Wow, this is a
happy.
cool
Let us be
memory
happy.
here.
Oh,
Oh.
Derek's about to be like, as soon
sorry.
as you enter the gate, you see the body.
It's a
of
pretty
three
big
dead
fucking
orphans.
town. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know which gate we're entering in from, but I'm watching.
Just give me a moment. I'll be.
No.
Yes.
Well,
my
hurry up.
Let's see if I'm right.
Oh, hurry up! She
Ew.
says. Hurry up.
Why does it say lit all the way out over here on the west?
Hurry
It
up.
says lit.
Wow, they have lots of vegetables growing.
Why don't you not smack me in the back of the head if you want to hurry up?
Ah, that's more like
Eh.
cool, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see you smack
I
me in the
can't
back
see
of the head
anything
before.
anymore. Yay!
Where is
Yeah.
Lobrin? Where in the Lobrin is Lobrin?
Oh my god, you people are killing me.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry.
These are the
I'm
big
sorry I
iron
want my
gates.
character on the board.
You
This
let
is
your
unacceptable.
character run the
Give the
world.
DM a minute. God.
Your character no longer exists because of your comments.
That's right.
That makes sense.
Lobern got lost on the way.
I was
Lobrin,
right.
Lobrin saw a butterfly and ran into the woods.
All right, give me
That
a
would be
second.
really
Give me a
good.
second.
Just look at the flowers, Georgie.
Open these damn gates. Open these damn gates!
Who the fuck is that behind us?
That's Elizabeth. I thought it suited her better because she's got a little parchment in her hand.
What?
Oh, I get it.
What?
Do you not like it? I thought it was okay.
I like it.
Wait, that's a Derek. That's a flute.
It's a flute.
It's a flute.
Oh,
And it
It's
works.
fine.
Yeah,
It
I
works.
like it better though.
It does
It's-
look
it's
closer
cute.
to what she looks like as a person. So.
Okay. I think that's everyone. I think I got everyone. Okay. All right, and the gates slowly open. I love doing door sounds, dude. Oh god, it never gets old.
Wowee.
Stop opening the door.
And you enter. Sorry, I'm not trying to move a character for you. I'm trying to move these characters. There we go.
Damn it! Oh, I thought the wrong gate.
We into town.
And what you can immediately tell about this town as you enter, even in the dusky kind of hour that it is,
Damn it! The fucking gate's in
Oh,
the way.
even there's it seems as though most people are
Where
kind
am
of
I?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
No, I'm off the map now.
Oh no, you're not. You're just stuck in the. Oh no, that's.
This does happen quite frequently. On
Derek, where am I?
I don't know.
Click on your character in the top
Double
left.
click my token. I'm on the fucking ocean.
Derek, can you just put her
I don't know
token
where
back?
civilization is.
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Also, if you shift click, you can like teleport your character so it doesn't get stuck in.
Sometimes that do happen.
In the
I
stuff.
don't know where the fuck civilization is anymore. There it is. Found a map. Now I got.
Anyway. So as you guys are walking about the first few feet of this town, which immediately looks the most sizable you've seen in this valley here. Even at this hour of the night, you can tell that this place has been recently decorated. There are garlands that are strung upon buildings that look a bit aged, indicating a past festival. Most people are kind of closing up shop for the night. There's not many people out. A couple torches still lit. And as you pass by, the guard that had been by proxy introduced to you as Andor kind of speaks up and he says, "Yeah, if it's lodgings you're looking for, and it's probably the Blue Water Inn that will suit you better than most. They should have some vacancies."
Thank you. Where's that?
Oh yeah, it's just and then he kind of like pinches his brow a little bit. He's still waking up a little bit. So am I. He says it's
Been up
just, in
for several
just in
hours.
the center of town. Follow this path. It's down to the left. You'll see it. Big old building.
I guess let's move forward then, guys. Let's do
All right,
this.
All right.
I'm a going.
You guys are gonna love me for this one.
Is it a separate map?
All right, go over to the Blue Water Inn, everyone.
Yeah!
Why didn't we just go straight?
Oh, it's so nice!
It's daytime again.
It's
Everybody
beautiful!
Everybody appreciate it while it lasts.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
Sorry.
Where is my cat?
oh my
As-
god.
As dreary as it is, with it being like nighttime on the boards, it's like 500 times drearier because we're forgetting that this place is covered in like a thick layer of fog 24/7.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So the
But
fog
it's-
right now is just at the town gates. It's not in the town.
Oh, that's
Oh,
polite of it.
Interesting.
The
Mhm.
fog
really
is
polite of
evil, guys. The fog is.
Is
not
that an elephant?
The
on
fog is
front of the
fucking
bar?
sentient, guys.
The fog has awareness.
That's a three-eyed elephant on the front of the bar with wings.
What?
Or is it?
Oh,
an
I see it.
anteater? Or is it? Is it an elephant or an anteater?
That is... Oh,
That-
wait a minute. What's that sitting up on
There's
its
a
wings?
horse in it!
It looks
Eric?
like she was killed by
I
a
don't know.
crow or something.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gruta, thank you!
God.
Anyway, characters.
Bye,
yes,
bye.
characters.
The most
Yeah.
important part of this
Most
whole
important
thing.
part.
I'm
Yeah,
working on it. Just
Slowburn's still not around.
Jeez. I know. I
This
know.
was supposed to be 20 minutes ago.
Oh my
Zachary,
God.
say
Susan,
Lilbert
thank
one more
you.
time. I'm gonna kill you.
Hello, Brit.
Oh my god, I'm driving to your house now.
No.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh
There's
no.
Art.
Oh
There's
no.
Logren. There's Lucia.
Yay!
Twyla.
I'm alive. I'm not alive.
Yay.
Oh my
Hey.
God, there's Farron. Holy moly.
I'm not
All right.
What?
Jesus.
Where am I?
Oh, there I am. All right.
You did
Why
this
am I
to
alive
yourself,
though?
Eric.
I'm
So
guessing.
help-
I'm
Someone help
literally
me
typing
down.
this as we speak.
Oh, fuck, you're on the light post!
Wait, I want to go back into town real quick because I thought I saw something.
I fell.
Anyway,
This makes you
Anyway.
miss your old campaign crew from college? Well, fun fact, this is part of our old campaign crew from college. I just fucking fucked that sentence up so hard.
Frame proof from college.
Damn,
this is
damn.
probably.
I think I need to call the
Oh
doctor,
my
guys.
god, dude, we had too many drinks for tonight. Clearly.
I
So
think
somebody give
Ugh.
us
This was before
another one.
no.
We've been having the same issue since before we took potions.
No.
Thank you for the
Okay, why
hydrate
don't we-
sippy
Why
sash.
don't,
Alright.
we let the DM describe the location?
And I'm going
Not
to do
enough.
exactly that. Exactly
It's
that.
not about that. What?
Okay, so as you approach, gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. Oh,
Ooh.
it's cozy. It looks warm. It looks inviting. This looks like one of the most
What in there?
well-lived places you've seen in your times here.
No.
Uh,
What in this?
We made the wrong choice. We're gonna die.
Hey, DM,
yeah.
may I take a gander at these ravens and perhaps roll perception to see if any one of them in particular stands out to me? Like, perhaps if I can recognize the one that we had seen prior?
Sure.
Very clever indeed.
Clever! Ooh.
Clever or pointless? I don't know, but I'm
No,
touching
no,
myself
this is-
either way.
This, this is what D&D's all
Oh
about.
my god, I've been rolling so
Ooh.
poorly
baby.
tonight.
You don't know shit.
Just,
Well, maybe
would
I'll roll
also
a
like to
4.
roll
Maybe I'll
perception.
roll a 4. Oh, I don't know anything.
just for anyone in the chat, when she says touching herself, it's guidance. She's casting guidance.
May the power
Okay.
of me guide me.
But there are
Ark, you said you
people
wanted to try?
who don't know
I
that.
cast guidance.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Ark!
Okay, let me show you how
Get the
it's
bed
done.
rolls out. Get the bed rolls out.
Let me show you how it's done.
Lucia,
No.
do it to him.
That-
What if you roll like a natty?
Please.
Oh.
It's still the best.
I am hero pointing for that natty.
It's still the best roll so
Oh!
far.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah.
For the wrong
Okay.
thing, same bonus though.
So the ravens are hard to distinguish at first because they all look pretty homogeneous, and then all of a sudden, as you guys get closer, one of them cocks its head and leers its eye down at you and clicks its beak 3
Knew it.
times together. It's the very same, the one that's been keeping an eye on you.
Lucy's just gonna like not say anything and just like stare back at it, telling it fuck off basically with their eyes.
The raven. That was part of the prophecy.
You don't see it, Lobrin. We didn't roll high enough.
He
Well,
said
all
it started clicking its beak at us and like looking.
Oh, first of all of you saw ravens perched there. That perception check was for identifying if it was the raven.
Yeah.
Much only Lucia knew, and I just said ravens, part of the prophecy.
Oh, okay.
Lobrin, you ain't seen shit, says Aztec.
Trust me.
Yes,
I didn't
it's
either, I
it's not
promise.
for Lobrin. It's not a question of whether or not he sees it. It's whether or not he's able to connect the dots.
Also, ravens weren't a part of the prophecy. That was supposed to.
They
just
were.
be like, oh, were they?
I thought they were. Wasn't
I-
it?
I was
I
just saying that out of
that was
pocket.
wolves. That
I
was
don't think they
wolves.
were.
I don't
was
think they were.
wolves.
I was just saying that like facetiously. Like Lobrin was kind of just saying that.
Is that so, Lobrin?
I don't know.
Oh.
I genuinely don't know.
If
I
I could get
didn't
away
really
with it, is there anyone else around us?
Are you
that's
guys
too
are you, not on the outside of the tavern? No.
Well, I guess how busy is the town too? When we walked in, did it
Because
seem
I'm
shuttered?
debating shooting the bird.
Did the town seem shuttered? By the way, sorry.
No, not shuttered at all.
was
There
very
weren't a
private.
huge amount of people coming and going. Most people are kind of like getting in for the night and closing up shop. But like there were a couple people walking here and there that cast you the sidelong glance. Looks like they don't get a huge amount of visitors. And those places that were closed up shop for the night had windows open and candles alight in the window. So no, not at all the kind of scenery of a town that you've come used to at this point.
Hmm.
Indeed. So, You guys enter the tavern, I presume?
Yeah, I'll go in.
All right, go on in there. Let's have a fun.
I
fucking
follow
night.
my friend.
Let me move all the fucking people.
You are my friend.
She's just gonna like hang back and like
Oh
stare
my
at the
god.
She's just hanging back and staring at the raven still.
I'm gonna ask Irina as we walk in, and then I'm just gonna ask her a brief question. Irina, do you know who the presiding sort of lord or regent of this town is, and do you have any sort of connection or relation to them?
Well, I have no relation to them, but I know that the burgomaster of this town is of the Velakovich family, if I'm not mistaken. We don't know too much about them, though. Vargas Velakovich, I believe his name is.
I'm not even gonna pretend that Loban would have studied Barovian houses, and if he did, he definitely would have been paying attention, so I'm not gonna roll anything off that.
Oh, yes, very interesting. I guess we'll have to meet them and perhaps hold an audience. So do you know if they're friendly towards outsiders, so to speak?
Well, they've seemed friendly so far. Although to be honest with you, this is my first time really being in Velak. I haven't spent a long time here before.
Yes, fair enough. Wasn't sure if you heard anything through the rumor mill, so to speak. Let's head on in with the rest of the group. As it were.
Before I fully continue in, I'm gonna turn back and see that Lucia isn't coming, and they're just staring, and I'm gonna go, Lucia, is everything alright?
Yeah, I'll be in a moment. Sorry, just taking in the calmness of it all today.
If those birds are bothering you, I can go tell Dollop to go talk to them.
Dollop would die.
I'm gonna look at Dollop.
Dollop just kind of like puffs up his feathers a little bit and otherwise looks a little cross.
It's fine. I'll be inside in a moment.
Well, alright. But Dollop's here if you need him. And me as well. And I'll walk in. Dollop, it's okay.
And
You're
then-
a very brave boy. I believe you.
Once she like looks around, she's gonna look around and like make sure everyone's inside. And
And
she's
everyone
just
is.
gonna look at the raven.
Okay, the
I'm
raven's
going
looking.
to fucking kill you.
Oh,
And then she's just gonna walk inside.
you go, girl. You tell that bird.
You fucking tell
Smack that bitch.
it.
But if it was me, I would have smacked that bitch.
I was debating firebolting it if I knew I wouldn't get in trouble, but I also wasn't gonna risk it.
We just immediately get thrown out of the town for setting
I
the
know.
tavern on fire.
Exactly.
Are these two men on the bar?
Are there two men on the bar?
There are
Yeah.
3 of the same men.
What
And
the
two
hell?
of which are standing on the bar.
Yes.
Why not? Why wouldn't they
In
be
your
on the bar?
perspective, Derek. Yeah, it's the same in your perspective.
What's
Bird
the
up.
name? What's the name of
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Blue Water Inn, right?
Blue Water Inn, that's right.
What creative name? Very good.
Bird up.
This tavern keeper's gotta get better.
So anyway, as you walk in, what you can immediately see, there is a man behind the bar with some plates, kind of like a stout look to him. He's got a beard with a bit of a salt and pepper to his hair and beard, and as he kind of carries plates out to tables. There is a woman, also dark-haired, who is kind of like bartending a little bit, cleaning up tankards and whatnot. And as the man passes her, he gives her a little kiss on the cheek as
Aw.
he places food down and whatnot.
Oh.
There are 2 little children that kind of run across the tables a little bit, and the man just like, all right, let's not make too much of a ruckus now. And as you enter, the woman in particular hails you in and says, "Ah, newcomers! It's nice to see some friendly faces."
This is a lovely establishment you have here.
Lovelier still once you have some drinks in you. Why don't you come take a seat?
Don't have to tell me twice.
Feel
Drink under the
bad
table.
bashing the name now. Out of character. Gonna take a seat.
I gotta
So
remove
join?
the roof to get in.
It's looking like a... All of you, go ahead and make your room. I'll see if I can get everyone a little bit of space. We'll say that you're going to grab a table.
There we go.
Table.
Yeah, they can have fun.
You don't got to tell them twice.
Go off and play.
Why don't you go play over there while the adventurers have their talk?
Go to the kiddie table. Shit, I forgot Rolf. God, so many people.
Rolf is just outside.
You're acting like Rolf wouldn't already just be 3 tankards in at this point.
No, that's Brunor.
That's
Rolf is-
Bruno.
Oh,
Rolf is
yeah.
the
Bruno's
diplomat.
on the table already, alright?
Brunor's on the
Brunor
table.
already passed out drunk. Just told you.
God damn, that was fast. He speedrun that shit.
There's like a pile of 50 empty tankards in front of him.
They call him Brunor Irongut Thormund. Irongut.
I like that. That's hilarious.
Whoa! Who's this?
Oh, we'll get to it.
Oh, that
Mercedes.
tall drink of water.
Yeah! Wow!
God damn,
Hello, fellas, how are you?
Oh my
So,
god, what is that?
Maybe is he a druid?
So, are you asking actually to like about
No,
details
no,
about
no,
that guy
no,
in
no,
particular?
no.
Because I can't give you details about that guy. In
Is
particular.
Oh well, yes,
here?
I would like details about that guy in particular.
Okay, all right. He is a big, burly, stocky man, bald with a huge beard that's braided. He's got a bow and quiver at his back, and his brother has long, dark hair and looks like some scars across his face. Let me see if I can get some pictures for you guys.
We get pictures!
Let me get the
Yeah.
pictures of the brother. Let me get the pictures of the brother.
Let me get the pictures of the brother. Calm down.
Calm down.
They're
calm
dressed in
down.
they're dressed
Calm
in like
down.
they're-
Calm down.
don't get a big
Dick!
Excuse me. They look as though they are like a hunting type. They wear pelts. They're kind of like rough spun a little bit,
Uh-oh. We've known those before.
Oh no.
but they
Oh,
wield
fuck.
weapons. They wield weapons.
So, that makes it worse! It's a werewolf with a sword!
All right,
The werewolf's got a gun.
Oh, you know what? The younger brothers could get it. The younger brother could get it.
Damn.
I'm not entirely sold just yet.
May I take a gander at them and just to see if anything looks off or if they just look like normal folk?
Go ahead and roll perception on that if you wouldn't mind.
I will roll perception and I will touch the fuck out of myself.
Y'all some fucked
Attractive
up
man
werewolves or
spotted.
something?
Here's an image to.
That was almost a natural 20.
Can I give her my inspiration? Can I
Here's
do
an
that?
image of the man and woman working the bar and kitchen, as well as the two kids running around.
Oh,
The
The wife
they're...
is hot.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
Mhm.
I don't like that kid in the front. This is the one you showed me earlier.
They
I
look
didn't know
evil,
who they
though.
were.
I don't know
They're
how I
doing-
feel
they're
about
doing
that.
They're doing a b-boy stance.
They kind of have that evil look to them.
They look a little more devious than I thought they did.
Oh, you evil.
I'm sorry. What was asked before?
Can I give her my inspiration for this?
You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead.
Can I just do that? Okay, Farron,
Yeah.
take it. Try
Okay,
again.
Ignore this d20. Well, actually, we're just gonna add 4 to this d20, and then I also guide myself. So that's an 18 plus 4, so that's 22 plus 1, so that's 21. Anyone?
Hell yeah.
So they both seemed like actual hunters. I mean, like they're both eating like some steaks over here at the table with the glasses of either ale or wine ahead of them, just kind of talking, almost a little bit like glowering a little bit.
Is
Like
one
they've
of
had a
them
rough-
one of the
Sorry.
romanceable characters?
So you can tell that they are both romanceable characters with endless streams of dialogue in order for you to bed and wed them if you want it. No, I'm kidding.
Damn it!
Remember that
No,
TikTok I sent you today that was like, when you find out Curse of Strahd is not a dating sim?
We said
No.
that there were some romanceable characters, and I knew that the blonde one was. But
First
this,
of all, any character is a romanceable character if you try hard enough.
that's very true.
That's so
Wow.
true.
Wow.
And, and if you're a bard, it doesn't even have to be a character.
If you roll high enough, if you try hard enough. So
if
right
you
off
parple hard enough.
That's true. So right off the bat, it's looking like a relatively busy and active night in here. There's a good amount of like the Laki villagers at a lot of tables. There's very few seats left, and yet the bar has remained open for you, either by fortuitous timing or what have you. It doesn't take long for the woman to pour you each glasses of a fine, purpley looking wine and place them before you. And she kind of looks between all of you and says, "Well, we don't get many travelers around these parts. Where are you all coming from?"
Well,
We're outside. We're not from here.
Not
Originally from very far away from here, but I'm a traveler.
How far away is that? She says as she kind of squints her eyes. And then the stockier man kind of comes back with now an empty platter as he starts heading back towards the kitchen. He says, "All right, let's not scare off our new friends, all right? It's not often we get travelers, and we're happy to have them no matter where they come from."
And
Get
as long
comfortable.
as you're not from Waterdeep.
I'm not from anywhere bad, if that's what the squint was about.
You'll have to excuse me. It's just that normally when people say they're outsiders or out-of-towners, it means from one of the other villages in Barovia. Or
Oh, no, I'm
No,
not from
not
Barovia.
absolutely not.
that is curious. And then she kind of like turns her back and begins kind of like wiping a cup down a little bit. And she comes back to him and she says, "Will you be staying long?"
We'd like to stay the night at least, if that's all right. How much for, what, 3 rooms?
Well, it's a gold piece per room, so that'll be 3 gold pieces.
Do you think, out of character, do you think 3 rooms is good? Like, Lobrin, do your comrades sleep in the same room as you? Like, how many beds per room?
Oh,
What's
right,
this-
the companions.
Yeah, what's the situation here?
Well, before that, even I think, how nice is this inn?
It's not like up to Broken Gulf standards, but it's certainly not a bad tavern. It's better than some of the others you've seen before. Certainly, Blood on the Vine, it was better than that one.
Yeah, Lobrin's been in his fair share of taverns in Waterdeep, at least.
This one seems comparable to a Waterdeep tavern. It's very much, it looks like it's a family-owned labor of love.
Would I know if this is a fair price? Because frankly, it feels like highway robbery right now.
I'm just gonna hand the gold for my room. Who's taking dibs as the other bed?
I need to know for my retainers. Can I roll for that?
Speak now.
I'll
I'm
do
sorry,
it.
what's happening?
I want to see if this price is reasonable.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't hear what
He's trying to
Lucia said.
He's trying to haggle with the family business right now.
If I have the house,
I said I paid for my room. I said who's taking bunk.
And I
Maybe
said
say
I
who
would do
else
it.
Oh, you said you would do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
what do I roll for that? Insight.
So yeah, insight would probably suit there.
Nope.
Oh.
Well,
It's a very fair price.
Yeah, seems reasonable. I can't remember how much I paid for other nights at inns. All right.
It seems it's so. What I'll say is that like you can't discern whether or not that's reasonable for this area, but it does seem high considering if you're comparing it to like inns at like Waterdeep, say.
Yeah. It might also be the only game in town for all we know, so there could be that.
may I ask the... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Lobrin.
I'm just gonna pay for I'll pay for 2 rooms
Okay.
for me and my retainers.
I'll pay for a room for me. Ark, you're welcome to join if you'd like. And share the other bunk, or if you want to stay with Lobrin, that's okay too. But she's gonna ask the bar, this fine woman for, may I have 2 more glasses of this wine, please? It's quite delicious.
And she's gonna bow her head a little bit, and she's gonna say, "Right away. I'll tell my husband. He'll be very happy to hear that. His family makes the stuff."
Oh, really? That's fascinating. Do they have a distillery in the area?
Not far off. It's the Wizard of Wine's winery.
Oh,
Oh, the wizard.
the wizard.
Wizard of Wine.
Just in case you're not putting 2 and 2 together, I'm bringing the wine to these guys at the table over there.
Believe me, I knew before you even asked.
How does the wine taste?
So what she's given you, is a kind of more
No.
stock variety. It looks like behind her there are like the lower casks, which are your standard variety, and the upper ones are a little bit smaller and more ornate. But the ones she's given you are like a standard purple grape mash. They're creditable. It's certainly better than the stuff you've gotten from Village Barovia. But it's a pretty standard everyday drink for like a labor force kind of a thing.
Okay.
Absolutely. Goes down easy. And she gives you the 2 glasses easily enough. She says, "That's a lot of wine for a small girl."
Well, hoping to make some new friends. So, I think I'm gonna go deliver these to a nearby table. And then she hops off the stool.
She's just gonna like kind of chuckle a little bit, looking past you at the table past him, and then kind of shake her head a little bit.
She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. How do you know? So Favorite's gonna come over here and say, "Well, you two look like you could use a friend. Got room for one more?" And she's
Damn,
gonna hold
lady.
up the glasses of wine.
The taller one with the braided beard kind of looks to you a little bit, quirks the brow, and says, "Friend, I've never seen you before."
Well, that's how you make. Well, that's how you make friends.
And then the younger one is going to kind of clear his throat a little bit. He's going to say, "You must forgive Soldar. He doesn't get out too much, or perhaps he gets out too much, if you understand."
Too busy gooning.
Too busy gooning. She's gonna place the drinks down and say, "Let me think. How do I want to do this?"
Damn, you're really going for this.
So I'm going for this.
This is gonna be favorite.
So why don't we all get to know each other a little bit more? I'm new to the town, so I'm looking to make friends and, I guess, talk to anybody who might have any information about, you know, what it's like here, what it's like surrounding the town, how dangerous it is out there. I'm with a traveling group of adventurers, and I could take any useful information that I could get.
So the taller one kind of scoffs a little bit, but slides the wine his way, and he says, "Make friends in Villaki. Hey, well." And then the younger one kind of chuckles a little bit himself as he takes the wine. He says, "Well, I am at least open to such a thing. I am Yevgeny Krushkin, and this is my brother, Soldar Soldalovich." I'm not kidding. His name is Soldar Soldarovich.
His name is Soldar Soldarovich. Wow.
I know you lying.
When I read that, I was like, "You are yanking my chain." But
I
that's
didn't
his
think
name.
it'd get worse than Parpole.
You're jerking the Jimmy.
It's really nice to meet you both. My name's Faerun. It's my first time in this town, and honestly, first time in Barovia. Are you locals?
Of a kind. My brother and I, we hunt. We go from place to place when the getting is good.
Hunters. So, would you say you're skilled with fighting large beasts?
Large beasts, well, depends on how much gold is on the table here. And Yevgeny kind of pipes up and he says, "My brother has not the manners that I do, so please forgive me. But we predominantly hunt wolves, especially for the festival that just happened last week. You probably saw the results of our work as you were coming in here."
I did. That was quite impressive. On our way here, we had to fight a few wolves ourselves, although... And she puts her hands down on the table, and she's getting ready to tell an exciting story. They were a bit more than wolves, if you catch my drift.
So Yevgeny kind of leans in, but Soldar just kind of like squints a bit, and he just goes, "You mean to insinuate you fought dire wolves, a pack of dire wolves?"
Not
Wow.
dire wolves, my friend. Werewolves. I just want to see if he believes me.
He just kind of like, his eyes go wide for a second. He looks to his brother. His brother looks to him, and he says, "Were you bitten?"
Absolutely not.
How
Not a
can this
scratch
be?
on me. She
How can
takes
this be
off her...
small things
You
like
bitch.
A small thing like me, I'll have you know, kind sir, that I have the power of nature on my side, and I can handle myself quite well.
you? So it seems. Just the same, if you find that you need able hands, my brother and I, our services are for sale.
You sell swords.
That's why that's part of the reason I actually did come over here, is just for like potential like allies, but also because I want to fuck the younger brother. But I'm trying to fit see how I can like fit that into the scenario right now.
I thought you were about to, like, you could tame me in bed, this beast in bed.
No,
That's
no,
where
no,
this
no,
is
no, no,
going.
no, 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 no. I guess she would say, well, have you ever fought any werewolves?
Fought them, no, but we have made very close encounters, as a matter of fact. My brother Evgeny here, he's made a very close encounter. And then Evgeny Krushkin kind of like gestures to the scars on his face, gives a little bit of a winning grin, as if to say, and I'm still kicking yet.
Well, if anything, I think it just makes you look more handsome.
So Soldar's gonna kind of elbow his brother's ribs, and he's gonna say, "You hear that? Handsome, she calls you."
What,
And,
you don't think so? I certainly do.
so Evgeny's like slicking his hair back a little bit. You can tell that he's like a man of the woods. Probably doesn't hear that very frequently, but he's looking all like
I'm a woman of the woods, bitch.
smug and proud of himself. And he's going to kind of pow his head a little bit and say that it is so kind of you to say. Company is most pleasurable.
I guess. So how long will you be staying in town? Have you been here long, or is this your first night? Well, you said no. You said you were here. You said they were here for the festival. So I guess my question would be, how much longer will you be staying in town? Do you live here, or was this just one of your travel spots?
We live here for a time, at least until next week's festival.
Next week's festival.
Yes, you must be very new here. And then he casts a sidelong glance to his brother. And again, he kind of just chuckles a little bit and says, "This town has many festivals, one after another. As a matter of fact, it's becoming something of a running joke."
Well, what do these festivals entail? Is it the same celebration every time, or something different?
No, I fear not. One is just as mundane as the next. Last week's at least paid us well. That was the Wolf's Head Jamboree. And next week's is the, what was it? Brother mine, something of the sun. Evgeny pipes up and he says, I believe it was the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Huh. Was that to honor some sort of god or goddess?
Not in any significant way. The Baron, he has, and he kind of like catches himself and he quiets down, looks around the tavern a little bit. He looks like he's being a little bit wary. And he leans in and he says, the Baron has strange sensibilities about these things. He decorates, celebrates, creates these festivals like a madman. But I think there are few in the town who appreciate it, if you catch my meaning.
I think I do. Well, it's good to know we have some capable gentlemen that'll be staying. I don't know how long we will be, but if we ever need anything, I definitely will come to you if we need aid in any sort of hunt or protection, I suppose.
So Soldar is gonna like kind of cackle at this a little bit, and he's gonna say, "Do you hear that, brother mine? First handsome, now gentleman. To be mistaken twice is quite the thing."
Saying wrong.
Sorry, this much.
What was that?
What did you say,
Breathing.
Lucia?
What happened?
Or who said, ah!
That was me yawning, sorry.
Oh.
Nick, stretch, shut up.
I'm gonna lean in and say, your brother certainly isn't as kind or as charming as you.
You must forgive him. He's lived a rough life, and longer than me, for that matter. So you understand it gets to a man after a while.
I do. So I guess what I'm gonna do now as I leave and say, well, thank you for your time, gentlemen, and I will make sure I say that again and look in the older brother's direction.
He gives you she.
And say, take this as a gift for now, and I hope that we do meet again. So she's gonna put She's gonna, because she's like just quickly druid crafting in her bag, pretending like she has all this stuff at her fucking disposal. And she knows the older brother's gonna fucking laugh at her, but she's going to lay a little flower necklace or crown, however he wants to wear it, in front of him. And let me get a look at these NPCs again. I want to take a look at them super quick.
While
That's
this
a
is all
really-
happening, can I flip through that spell book and just like take note of everything and just kind of do a little sipping and studying with Dollop?
I'm about to end this. I
Sure.
swear. I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally cool.
I can't find NPCs, but the one is bald, so it doesn't matter. And to the other one, I was trying to like match their vibe.
I
To
hear
the
you.
other one, she's gonna pull a singular flower from behind her ear, and she's gonna tuck it behind his ear if she'll let him,
Mhm.
or if he'll let her.
Mhm. And he does. He does indeed.
And she's gonna say to him, "And I happen to have a room for the night, if you're interested."
Roll persuasion.
Disadvantage. He's gay.
Derek was waiting so
I love-
long to say
I
roll
love the
persuasion.
idea. I love the idea that the character is gay and that only earns you a disadvantage. It's like you can still convince her.
Her
No, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
That was
I've
the
accidentally.
exceptions.
Okay, and then I'm gonna touch myself.
Right in front of him.
Yep.
No
Oh
more
my.
disadvantage.
So, I rolled performance. It's the same. It's +0, so I don't get any anything to it. So the 12 plus 4, 12, 13, 14, 15,
16.
16. Yeah.
So he's taking a sip of his wine at the time, and then as you say that quite boldly, he like chokes and he goes like, "Excuse me, which room?"
Do I know which room?
Oh!
Do I know which room? DM, do I know which room? The offer's off the table. I'm sorry. Find your own room. I love you, but find your own room. Which room am I in? They ever tell me?
They didn't tell you explicitly.
I'm gonna say, "Give me one moment," and then I'm gonna go to the bar, back to the bar, and say, "Which room am I in?"
That'll be the second one on the left.
Thank you. And I'm going to come back and say, "The second room on the left."
Soldark is like
I'm
looking at this, and he's like rolling his eyes heavily and drinking from his cup. And
I'll
he
be
says,
waiting.
"We'll be up at the crack of dawn, brother, and I'll be living with or without you." And then he stands up and he leaves. And Yevgeny kind of like looks to his brother as he leaves, and he says, "I'll meet you later then."
Don't keep me waiting too long. And she's going to give him a wink and then go back to the bar. Yes! I
You
got
did it! Yeah!
Before ending the session.
Wow.
games of me trying to fuck someone hot!
The first
Okay.
successful seduction of
And
the
before
game!
Now, before we
Before
end the
werewolf.
Besides
session,
Strahd's.
is there before the end of the session? Is there anything anyone else would like to do? I don't want to make. I want to make.
Ark is gonna go over to Lobern and say, "Would you mind if I bunked with you tonight? Seems like the offer's no longer on the table."
I'm so sorry, Ark. I had to take it.
I'm fine even just sitting in a chair or something. I don't actually tend to
Not
sleep.
the
that
Not the
much.
cup chair!
There.
I don't actually.
Is Lobert even there?
I'm gonna just say,
I don't actually.
I'm actually gonna beckon the innkeeper over,
She comes over easily enough.
and just say, "Are there any more rooms available?"
Well, we had 4, and you lot, you've accommodated 3, so 1 extra. Then that would. Check.
I'm gonna drop a gold down and give little Ark a little pat on the back and just say, "For my friend here."
You are a good friend.
Ark's gonna thank you, but say, I don't actually sleep anymore.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, then it's for you or your retainers.
Well, never mind. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just registered that.
I hated Art
Nope.
saying I don't sleep because I just imagine Lovren trying to sleep. He like wakes up with sleep
Just
paralysis.
staring
and
at
Art
him.
just
Ark
in the
is sitting
corner.
in the fucking chair.
In the corner.
Just completely upright.
Lobren's gonna continue onward and go, wait a minute, that just hit me. You don't need sleep. What the hell does that mean?
Dark's just gonna ignore, like, kind of just whistle to himself, like just like looking away as if that never even came up.
Oh, God, what a strange company this is, but hopefully more grand adventure awaits us and I won't die in the process.
Cheers
Another
to that, Lobren.
a round for everybody except the person sitting to my right.
Why?
You kicked Mark out of his room, damn it. No, I'll get you around as well. It's always nice to have a little fun about town, as they say.
I never get to have any fun about town. I'm very excited.
Okay then.
Baron's very blunt.
For everybody. How much is a round for everybody? Another round.
A full round? Are you going for fine wine or like the standard stuff?
Yeah, well, standard.
Let me do a quick little review
Oh yeah, because
here.
I bought 3 glasses, so I have to
Do
also
we level up?
that.
I don't know if we have time for this, but I wanted to throw out, I wanted to have, like, a little conversation with Lucia, like, in our room before bed.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh.
The standard stuff is 3 copper pieces per cup.
And I'm getting the 5 of us and my retainers.
Oh,
So
I
that's
guess Bruno can have a drink.
8 copper. I'll just leave a silver down as like a tip as well.
Okay. Takes it
The
happily.
rolls suck. I go to bed.
Rolls suck, I go to bed.
All right. So,
Alright.
Twyla, maybe we should start off next session with that, since you guys aren't even like in bed yet, or do you want to do that now?
If
can
we
do
don't
it
have
now.
time, we can do it next session, or we can do it now. It's up to you guys.
Let's do it now if you really wanted to have the combo. I'm sorry mine went so
you
long.
can color me interested now, so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, this will help me not forget anything either, so.
So then the night passes easily enough, drinks flow easily, and we'll say that the tavern keeper, the husband here, brings you all over a bowl of what looks like something similar to like borscht, a bowl of like
Oh, borscht.
like a stew, like a meat stew of some kind. It's just hot and it's nice, and he doesn't charge you for it. He just seems happy enough to have your company here. And there's it's the strangest thing. At some point in the night, a half-elven man, what looks to be a half-elven man, comes into.
No, there can't be more than one half-elf.
Well, here's the thing. It's
There's
just that
only
you.
one half elf.
That's a whole elf if there's 2 of them.
It's just peculiar in the sense that Barovia has not been incredibly diverse so far as you've seen. It's been humans, and more humans. With the exception of
Hey, wait, that's the
Rahadin
mayor.
and this man that you're seeing now.
Fucking mayor.
That's the mayor of
it's-
Nothulm.
Yeah, not now he isn't. But he gets onto a table and he starts spinning yarns in a loud and booming voice, telling tales. It almost seems like he's a bard of some kind, despite his like somewhat silvered years. Starts telling tales from places far away, which is peculiar, considering that people from far away don't tend to be here in Barovia. Barovians tend to be here in Barovia. And then the night passes just the same, and you go up to your rooms. And they're cozy, well kept, well made too.
He might have seemed worth talking to, but alright.
You can always do that in the morning.
This is
Enter
true.
stage left.
Which room are we in?
Great question.
Lucia
I know,
was
it's a
the
fabulous
second.
question.
Lucia, or Favorn
He's
was
one
the
of 'em.
second on the left. The
There's
rest
a
of
lot
it
of rooms up here, though.
kind of
Call,
open.
just call dibs. Any rooms you want.
room.
Dibby
we
dibby
get-
dibs.
we get this one, Lucia.
Can I give
Where's
the
my camera?
Can I give the
Hold
like
on, I gotta
bunk
move my
style
character.
room to the retainers? That one that has like 4 beds in it.
Sure
Up here.
can.
I'm second to the. So this one's me.
And then I'll take the one. I don't want to hear that actually. I'm gonna take the one. Oh, can I take the? Oh, I thought. I'll take the one to the right of where my like on the other side of the overhang.
Sure.
I'll take
Um,
whatever one's available. I don't.
Right over here is where I'll go.
The cuck chair.
Oh shit.
He gets the cuck chair room.
Well, Lovren was kind enough to purchase me a room
You got a
when I
room.
didn't ask for that.
Yeah, but it only has a cook chair.
It only
in
has the cook
It
chair
only
in it,
has
though.
the chair.
There's just a room with a chair, just nothing else.
It's just an
in it.
empty,
Yeah,
barren room with a chair.
This thing-
Wait,
and
should
it's-
I
and it's
take
not
the
even
big room
recliners.
since I'm having sex tonight?
Oh, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
having sex
yo,
tonight.
never
Hey,
heard
yo.
of
Yes, to have a nice sparkling conversation.
He probably wanted someone to talk
Yeah,
to.
take the one with one bed in it.
You're the one with your
Okay.
pants off.
I'll take the one with one bed in it.
It's got a nice big bed with a fireplace.
He's just gonna go into your room and start crying and be like, I hate it here. I hate it.
We're gonna talk and chit chat first, but he knows what I was putting out. I was
Just
putting
valid,
It's
out
actually
like,
gonna be a
not
trauma
down the
dumping
nose.
session.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Hey, my brother's really mean to me.
And it's really scary, and
Okay.
Yeah, I
Open
can't
the
be
door.
independent.
Open the door.
open the door.
Wait, that's how I feel every time I have to wait for permission to
Open the
door.
door, or I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna throw rocks through your window.
Enter
You
stage,
whore.
enter stage left, Twyla and Lucia.
So as we kind of get cozied into this room for the night, I'm gonna have Dollop, and I'll just like sit him down, and he'll just be exploring around on his own.
Yeah, he's going around, but he finds it like a cozy little like throw pillow to just perch on top of.
For now, anyway. I want to snuggle with him tonight. But, so then I'll, you know, set my book down next to the bed, put my rapier down, and I'll kind of sit and I'll look to Lucia and I'll go, so, how's the wounds treating you? You feeling alright?
They don't burn.
Well, that's at least some sign of improvement. You know, I know...
Physically, they've healed.
Physically, yes. That's something actually I wanted to mention, I know Favored mentioned earlier that they thought the new, little battle scars, as it were, look kind of cool on you, and I tend to agree, they look pretty good. Do you want to see for yourself?
Sure.
So, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on my ring to make it seem like I'm casting magic, and like it's gonna do some magical aura sparkly shit, and then I'm gonna transform into Lucia.
Oh, mirror with extra steps.
We
So
got
it seems
another movie.
it looks like I'm casting a spell.
Huh. I think I picked up on your wording already. But... should just kind of like stare.
So I'll be you and I'll like present myself and be like, what do you think? And I'll like lean over, I'll like turn my head to the side so like the same side that's got the scars on it so that way you can get a good look at it.
So he kind of just has like a look of disbelief on her.
A fun little parlor trick, I assure you, but I thought, you know, given this is a change, you know, sometimes seeing it kind of helps the healing process, you know?
When I was raised in the church, I was basically told everything was beautiful, and the first time I'm out on my own, this is all I get. So I guess it's a pretty accurate.
I don't think it makes you any less
Microcosm.
beautiful.
Yes, but it shows how things cannot be as always beautiful. There's always something ugly. I appreciate you showing me this.
I'll
I don't hate it. Thank you.
I'll pretend like I'm dropping a spell and just turn back into the half-elf Twyla. And,
Yes, you'll drop the spell.
I'll quote-unquote drop the spell.
Among
and-
ass bitch.
What? I'm a half-elf. And I'll just look to Lucia and go, I think in times like this anyway, it might be more about taking the ugly and turning it beautiful, and finding beauty within it. We won't be stuck here forever, and, well, who knows, maybe we can do a good turn here. Dollop thinks so anyway, and I'll push Dollop towards you.
He kind of stumbles a little bit, but puffs his wings out and kind of like looks back at you with a little bit narrowed eyes going, "Ooh!"
What,
then
Dollop, it's true.
And then he looks to Lucia and goes, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh."
Oh,
I
he's
know what
singing
bird
for
you're
you!
There's a little sing
Is he
song.
puffing out his wings right
There's-
before he starts doing it?
Yeah, do a little puff puff and go. Oh.
I'm gonna look in amazement and go, oh, he's performing for you, Lucia. He only does that for people he really likes.
She laughs a little bit and then just kind of watches him.
He does a little steppy.
Can he do like a little spin
you
step?
you aren't replacing Mira, and she goes to bed. Kidding.
You know, that's true, but I thought it was a good substitute, and I'll like go bed.
Like, I don't care.
Anyway, good night.
Just like drop the act. That was
All right.
fun.
Cut to aisle left, but the last thing we'll do before the night ends and the morning
The
begins.
cuck chair.
You
The
put my
cup chair.
man next to me in bed, please. Can that be the last thing?
So there's a knock at
You
your
have to go
door.
to a different streaming setup or roleplay
Aaron,
that.
there's a knock
Come
at the-
in. I'm just laying in bed seductively.
But that's seductively. Look at
He
that.
comes in. He's got like a little
No, that's
bundle.
the wrong one, Derek.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
It's
shit,
not.
My bad.
No, that's
Hold on.
actually the right one.
Hold on, my
No,
bad.
The other guy was supposed to be the bald guy.
The brother walks in instead. He told me he couldn't make
Plot
it.
No,
twist.
I thought the one with the
Oh.
beard was.
No, the one with the
Alright,
beard
there
is
he
the bald
is.
guy.
It doesn't-
I like
the
your
model-
guy.
He's got
the
hair.
model doesn't matter.
This one is
Alright.
hot though,
We-
so I
we-
want
we-
this
we
one.
like your
Oh
vibe.
Lord!
We
What is
like it.
happening?
All right. Anyway, he comes in, and you can tell that he's kind of like put some effort into this, probably for the first time in a little bit. He's got like a little bundle of flowers in his hand. It's very clear he just picked recently. Like I'm talking, like he went outside and he picked them and then came back.
Okay, that's
inside.
kind of cute.
That's adorable. I'm gonna sit up when I see that.
And he's kind of got like it looks like his
Yes,
hair went
I don't
from his hair went from being kind of like a little bit tangled and messy and like woodsy, and now it's like clearly been combed.
Oh, that's cute.
And he kind of comes in a little bit quietly and he goes, I wasn't sure I had the right room, to be honest.
Wait, repeat that. What?
He said I wasn't sure I had the right room, to be honest.
Well, you do, and I'm really happy you came.
So he comes over, he places the flowers on the side of the table, and then he, you know what? Let's just
Are these for me?
Yes. Sorry,
I'm not gonna say it like that excitedly. These are beautiful. Thank you. And then I'm just gonna, pat the bed, and we can cut it at that.
All
Fade to
right, let's
black.
get it over with.
Hold on. I'm just thinking like I
Oh,
wasn't sure
please.
if I had the
Alright.
right room, and then he like looks, and it's just like Ark in the center.
Ark's on the
chair.
All right.
Ark says, no,
We're gonna
continue,
have
please.
some conversation, but I
Fade-
took up a lot of time talking to them, so I don't want to take up more time.
Well, yeah, fade
Well,
to black here. What we're gonna
Let's
do
fade
is
to black. Let's not
gonna need-
describe the
I'm gonna
fucking,
let him-
please.
I'm
Not
gonna
gonna be a
need
lot of
you.
talking.
No, but real quick. I'm gonna need you to roll a nature check, and then roll an acrobatics check, an athletics check, and then finally roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Really?
No.
Oh,
No.
I was like, I don't even remember what
No
you
way.
just said in order.
Imagine if you failed the nature check. It's just like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to have sex.
Ah!
I don't know. Nat 1. Please leave.
Mm.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know how to
Alright.
work this thing.
All right, and with that little exchange, hey, that's the end of our little session. here. Now let's-
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, I know you've been trying to do that for a long time. Way to
I have
go.
been trying for so
Wow,
long.
Ethan,
Is it
great
worth it?
moves. Keep
It
it up.
was
Keep it
worth
up.
it. I tried like 2
Does that
times
count
in
as a
Winnie's
milestone?
campaign and like twice here. This is a milestone for me, particularly.
So
Yes,
real quick,
true.
before we get into player inspiration for the night, just want to let everyone know, congratulations on level 4.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah!
I get an ability score increase.
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
that out.
Gotta figure out what I want to do with
Oh
that.
my god, I'm gonna roll my hit die right now. I'm so
Oh
excited.
yeah, good idea.
You
Oh,
wake up
yeah,
after
I'll
a
do hit
full
die
night of
right now.
fucking, and you're just like, wow, I feel like I have a feat now.
I will be.
Oh, I also
rolling-
got a 6.
Nice,
I will
that's
be
the
rolling
highest you can get.
I'll be rolling a D10 for my hit die.
6 plus
Hell
3
fucking yeah.
is 9.
Plus con
Also,
is
10.
1,
I
so
am
that's gonna
taking
be an
my first
additional
level in
7.
fighter.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
get that in my
Yeah.
stream.
There you go, there
35
you go.
hit points.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I rolled over 10 with the 4.
What
damn.
did you roll, Lobrin?
I rolled a 1.
No! You can use your inspiration.
I don't have inspo.
Oh.
I used
Also
mine
rolled a
already.
1, but I have
we
a decent
reroll one?
con score. So
Yeah, I got a
Accepted.
+2 on the con, so.
All
Okay,
right.
it's not actually that bad.
29 health for a fighter at level 4 is dookie.
I've seen worse.
I have 24 health as a wizard.
Okay,
I have
admittedly, that's-
Yeah.
31 hit points.
Damn.
oh nice.
I have 35. I'm excited.
Okay.
Your
so
hit
now I
points
gotta
don't
log
even
in.
matter because you just turn into an animal and you get those hit points.
I know, it's great.
So,
Rub it in, why don't you? So, let's get into player inspiration starting with Twyla.
you know, I really am torn between Lucia and Farron because both had
Stop
really
giving me
important
these.
character moments tonight. Like, Lucia had some, like, serious fucking trauma happen. Like, she almost turned into a straight-up werewolf, and now she's got some sick scars, so that's pretty cool. And Lucia's having a really fucking rough go of it. I feel really bad for this character.
On one hand, Bayer got laid.
Yeah, then on the other hand, Farron finally got some action.
Put the fucking moves on, baby, and quite well, too.
These are two very big character moments. Fuck.
Wait, hold on. I have a question, and I don't mean to ask this in a way that's like trying to get more hit points, more just how it's worded. It says hit points at first level, 10. Do I
Yes.
still roll since I'm multi-classing into it?
Actually, no. When you take your first level, you get max, don't you?
No, that's only for
Yeah,
level
that
one.
makes no
Oh.
sense to me, but I just wanted to double check rule-wise. I'm happy
No,
with my hit points.
Yeah, you just roll a d10.
I
Got
want
it,
to make
got it.
sure.
I'll give it to Farron for having some big character moments tonight.
Thank you. Thank
Absolutely.
you. I appreciate it.
Lobrin, haha.
Yeah, it's also going to be Farron for me. I think you did a good job with the role play.
Thank you.
An interesting job.
I tried my best to gather information and without being too horny.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think
Winter, what bow did you have?
it doesn't need any further explanation.
What type of
Thank
bow
you.
did you have?
Type of phone?
Bow.
Bow. Bow! I had a long bow.
1d8.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, that's why
Question
you're
mark?
Farron.
Give it to Lucia this episode for a lot of good role playing, for having to overcome a major change, like physically, because that's hard to cope with. And I did really just appreciate how true that Ash, that you stick to your character and like you don't break, like like ever, like you play her very well, and I'm always impressed by that, so I'm definitely giving it to Lucia.
Thank you.
All right. Lucia.
I will give it to Farron for like the role playing of just trying to gather information while trying not to be too horny, and then also just out of character, me and her sharing a brainwave of why we didn't want to go to Thornville. Like we just were immediately on the same note and didn't disagree.
Yes, of course.
All right, and that's my vote.
And finally, Ark.
This is a tough one, but I think I'm gonna give it to Farron.
Thank you.
All right. Almost unanimous. Way to go, Farron. Player inspiration goes to you. Hell yeah, to that.
Nice.
You knocked it out of the park. Cool.
Alright.
Alright.
So the poll for community inspiration has just been put up in the Discord server. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, every week you guys, the audience, get to vote on who you think gets another point of inspiration for the next session.
This is a fun
Bada bing,
session,
bada
guys.
boom.
Hell yeah, guys. All right, we'll
Yeah.
catch you guys on Monday for Decay Within the Ice.
Yeah, so Decay Within the Ice, my homebrew session, that's going to be happening on Monday, and if I'm not wrong, Monday is going to be episode 40.
Oh,
my
God,
God.
that's a big
Yay.
time for us. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So congrats, guys. This is going to be great. Thank you for the level up. Thanks for joining us tonight. Check out the VODs over on YouTube in case you want to catch up on Strahd or just see any of our other shenanigans. Big thank you again to Ash for joining us every week for Strahd. It's such a wonderful occasion to get to have you with
So
us.
fun. One of the best. One of the most fun campaigns I've been in. Like
I'm
at all.
so fucking happy to hear that. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
I
love
am
playing
too.
with you. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight, so we'll catch you Monday for more D&D shenanigans and hopefully more sober ones.
Oh god, it's not gonna happen. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.